What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
USA, USA, USA. Deke, I'm not playing with him, Deke. I don't care what they talking about. We're going to talk training camp. The boy was out there earlier today. We're going to talk that. We're going to talk Russ being out there. We're going to talk that. We're going to talk them linebackers, them receivers. We're going to talk all that, Deke. But right now, we got the women's team USA basketball team taking on Belgium. It's the fourth quarter, 20 seconds left. We up 10. It's not as pretty as we typically like it. This has actually been a lot closer than we have liked, okay? But if we go back and fact check, about a week ago, when they played in Paris, they played in London, excuse me on that one, the Belgium team was actually up 13 in the fourth quarter against them, and then Team USA just came back and, finished it off the way that they typically do. But the Belgium team has played Team USA really good this whole game. They were more so winning in the paint. Then it was the Asia Wilson, Carly Lloyd, Sabrina Ionesco. They started to take over, but as you can see, it's just a 10-point game. This didn't turn into the USA-South Sudan situation where it was like, all right, we trying to really put our foot on them. This is a good game, bro. But we're going to get up out of there, and that's all that matters. So, USA, USA, USA.
Where are these Belgian players playing at?
I don't know, bro. I bet they waffles on 1,000, though. All right? But I don't know other than that, though.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because you said the Sudan team had,
they had
a
like
couple
a lot
NBA
of
players at least, and potential NBA players.
So it was Sudan.
Where are these Belgian players at?
I'm with you, because Sudan, they had like multiple NBA, but I think like 10 of the 12 on their roster are either played in the U.S. on like a college team or in some type of pro in the U.S. And that's why everybody was joking like, well, is it really South Sudan or are they just an extension of America? And that's a whole nother argument. But with Belgium, that's a great call. I do not know, bro. I do not know. But the Belgium chicks was out there getting after it, bro. They ain't look the tallest, but they was bodying them in the paint. I'm like, yo, hold on, man. Y'all better hit.
They needed
playing.
Angel Reese.
No. We ain't saying that now. We ain't saying that. But Asia, she will help eventually. She will help eventually. But like they had Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner was doing her thing. You know what I mean? But it was just, sometimes, hey, they looked like the Belgium team looked way more hungry. And then it looked like, all right, they just kept getting close. And now Team USA in the third, fourth quarter was like, yo, we for real right now. But, it's going to be interesting to see how they continue to play. They better not play like that too much more, though.
Maybe it was a bad call leaving Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese out of it.
I mean, but who are you putting them
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just know that was the big topic of conversation.
That was for social media.
Caitlin Clark, how did
You
she
know
get
that,
snubbed
man.
from the Olympic team, and then I guess Angel Reese has been playing pretty decent this year. They were saying she could have made the squad too.
Listen.
And you were saying they were getting work
for
in
social
the paint,
media.
so.
It would have been dope. But in terms of which girl are you taking off of them, that's where they don't want to have them conversations. So I like them though. Shout out to both of them though. They're gonna get their chance, man. Actually, I was talking with TG about this, man, because he saw how the 3-on-3 has been going on, right? And how our men's and women's teams keep getting beat. It was like, yo, if Caitlin ain't on the big USA team, why she ain't doing the 3-on-3?
Yeah, why don't we have Jaylen Brown on the 3-on-3?
We got Jimmer Fredette out there for our 3-on-3. Like, why can't Jaylen Brown play on our 3-on-3? You right. You can't make the big boy team play on the 3-on-3 team. The gold medal still a gold medal, is it not?
Throw some of these young bucks from
Come
college,
on,
like that
bro.
Cooper Flag. He's supposed to be amazing.
Listen, man, that thing had me so hot,
Throw
bro.
him in there, Jaylen Brown.
I swear to, man, when I saw us losing and it was Haley Van Leaf. Shout out to Haley.
Throw Bronny in there.
But I'm like, bro, we got actual WNBA players. Why are we getting college girls and we asking us, oh, man, well, you don't mix her with this. No, bro, get them. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, put them on that one. Would they not wash every single 3-on-3? If you got Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, and throw whoever you would as the third person right there, who they losing to? But we ain't doing that. When I look at our men's team, like I said, Jimmer Fredette was our star. Like, that's the represent. Like, yo, no. Kyrie, where's Kyrie at? Kyrie can't do that? Kyrie can't play 3-on-3 for Team USA, man?
I think here's what needs to happen, though, because the 3-on-3 team is viewed probably as a slight if you're not making the main team.
It is, yes. But is the gold medal not a gold medal? That's what I want to know from you,
right,
D.
but I could see Jaylen Brown or Kyrie being like, man, I'm not on the main team. It's like, this is like a slap in the face. This is the B squad. You need like a LeBron or a Kevin Durant to like sign up
like,
willingly
okay
for the 3-on-3. Like, I want to do
Let
this.
them do it when they're older, though.
Yeah,
because they're not going to do it right now. They got to be on the big boy team.
You gotta up the brand for the 3-on-3 team a little bit.
You know
somehow,
what?
some way.
This is what you got to do. Get you one of those. The big that's in Minnesota, not Gobert, the other boy, Karl Anthony Towns. Get him on that. Yeah. Cat ain't gonna make the Olympics over, the killers that's out there, but it's like, yo, put him on the 3-on-3. That'll up the ante.
Is he gonna do it though?
Probably not. But will he ever make Team USA? Probably not.
Yeah, but I just think it's maybe even a worse feeling for the player's ego.
I just think gold is gold, though, bro.
I
we talk
agree.
about an Olympic gold medal.
I
Like, how
agree.
many people can say,
make
I'm a
the 3-on-3
champ
cool.
and I
Be
got
one of the guys
gold.
that can make the 3-on-3 cool.
Right. Like, make it cool. I'm with you, bro. The same way they made it, you can make anything cool. We watch the 100-meter dash because it looks cool. Deke, when's the last time you went to a track meet? You can't even bring one up, probably. I can't either. It ain't nothing wrong with it, but it's cool when you watch it on TV for the 100. So it's like, yo, make the 3-on-3 like that. We ain't talking about we watching you do it and you got to do it full time. Play your regular season, but when it's Olympic time, bro, we gonna rock with you at this 3-on-3. So I'm with you, man. With you, bro.
So Jimmer ain't doing it.
He ain't cutting it for me, bro. Only because we lost. If he was winning, then I wouldn't be tripping. But we're not winning, so clearly, yeah.
Well, good for him.
But shout out to Jimmer, though, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say
he's competing in the Olympics. It's more than we're doing right now. We're just, reacting to it. So salute you on your competition. But if I had to put a complaint in the complaint box, my complaint would be, can we just get at least B-level NBA? Heck, even C-level NBA. Because, think even that could work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're leaving some golds out there.
I think we are, bro.
Potentially. I mean,
at the
don't
end,
count out
when
Jimmer yet, I guess.
Oh, my gosh. You're right. I'm not going to count them all just yet. I'm not very optimistic about it. The men's or the women's 3-on-3 basketball right now. All right? So that's why you don't see me with their jerseys. You see me with Team USA men's basketball, Team USA women's basketball. All right? That's it. Because we can trust them. That's why you put your money down early, because you can trust them.
Are they the same jerseys?
Kinda. Yeah, kinda. I just color coordinated different, but I feel like the cut is different on it. Like the women's is like a.
I'm saying between the main one and the 3-on-3. Are they the same jerseys?
Actually, I don't know. That's also a good question. That's a good question. If it wasn't any different of the jersey, and the medal wasn't any different.
You getting a Jimmer jersey?
No, it's not happening. But would you get the Jimmer jersey?
No.
Yeah, I can't do that one. Yeah, I've already seen him take a L. I haven't seen Diana Taurasi take a L in the Olympics. I haven't seen LeBron James take a L in the Olympics. So until I see that,
he did actually.
Oh yeah,
I was watching the documentary over the weekend.
Good call. Yeah,
that was tough, man.
Yeah,
that was tough.
Yeah.
that team just was not united.
That was not it. That was not the United team. That was a team, but it wasn't.
A lot of people sat out, and then you got a mix of the young guys like a LeBron, Wade, Melo.
That's all their like first.
Yeah, that was after their rookie year, and then
they're
you
babies.
had on the other side of it a bunch of veterans who
were supposed to play and sat out.
Well, who weren't as good as the guys that sat out. Yeah, so it was just a weird mesh. They were saying they didn't play together at all.
So let me rephrase that. I get what you're saying. That wasn't his team, but I get exactly what you're saying, though. I do get what you're saying.
That was tough. I'm looking at the squad. I mean, it's still stacked. It was like Iverson and Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
But there was like Kobe. I think Kobe sat out. Shaq sat out. I mean, there were guys that if they were there,
it would have been like I was supposed to be.
Even if the team's not united, it's too much star power.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was I think a weird combo of everything.
It definitely was. They good call on that.
Didn't necessarily respect
good call on
their opponents. They thought it was just going to be easy.
And that's what made them come back the following 4 year and go crazy.
Yeah,
yes, that makes sense. Absolutely.
I was on a sports doc binger.
It sounds like it.
Watched the Giants Hard Knocks. Watched the quarterback doc again.
You said you went back, watched receivers. All that.
Receivers.
I like it, man.
I watched Swamp Kings, not this weekend, but like
how'd you
early
like
last
that?
week.
How'd you like that, man?
So I saw the last 2 episodes of it. When it first dropped.
Yeah.
When was that, last year?
Mm-hmm.
And so I went back and watched like the first 3 or 4. It was crazy. It was pretty crazy.
I'm gonna have to tap in.
You haven't seen it?
No. So, and the reason why I feel like I allowed people that are a part of it in terms of like some in it, some behind the scenes, but weren't fans of how it was produced and the stories that were told. I feel like I've allowed that to kind of like deter me from wanting to like watch it. So it wasn't like anything against like anyone else checking it out, but it's just knowing some of the dudes have like talked about their perspective on how everything was shot, or their perspective on
What'd they say?
They just don't feel like it was a full depiction of everything that it was supposed to be. They felt like it was more so the Tebow, Urban Meyer, and that type of show versus the real, man, this is also what was happening. These dudes are a part of that story. How do you not shoot this documentary and talk to these type of players that were also very much a part of that time frame? And hearing them dudes talk about it, I'm like, dang. And then how they'll talk about it, it sounds more heavy. At, oh, man, that ain't trash. I ain't listening to that. I don't even listen to that. But then I know dudes that are actually in it, the documentary, and they're like, "Girl, bro, this is awesome." And that's the part where I want to watch because I'm like, yo, that's my man's in them. I know them. So that's why I'm like torn on it.
So
but I get what people are saying.
After watching it,
yeah.
I listened to what Joe Hayden had to say about it, and he said a lot of people did decline being in the documentary.
Yeah.
So like, Netflix made the most of what they could for the players that did accept. And he was like, I think there were people like specifically ones that declined. They didn't want to get into a bunch of the stuff that was going on back then.
Like you said, it's a double-edged sword with that type of stuff too, man. Like sometimes it is cool for some of them dudes to get up there and talk about it because they're not as big name-wise. In terms of some of the dudes that were getting interviewed. But a dude like a Joe, a dude like a Pouncey, a dude like a Gilbert, a dude like a Channing Crowder, you know what I mean? Like these dudes are already.
Like I think Joe said he got asked and he was like, I don't want to do it.
Right, because like they're already big enough names in their own right. They don't always have to participate in something like that per se. But then I mean, there's a ton of dudes, but when you just think about doing that time frame, man, there's a lot of people doing that time frame, bro. That you know, it was part of it. So like I said, that's why I get it. But I do want to check it out. I do, but that's why I was like, I feel like I've just allowed that to kind of like put it on like the shelf for me. But it's literally on my Netflix like saved watch list type thing. Like, yo, I want to watch this, man. When I get a chance, like I'm gonna get to it. But it's just kind of like sitting right now.
Yeah, Urban Meyer's like wild.
That's about
He's crazy.
Yeah.
He is.
It's Urban, bro. Yeah.
He's crazy, but like you would have never thought that watching from afar.
Yeah.
Like just watching those Gator teams from TV. Like I just thought he was a good coach.
Yeah.
I didn't know like how freaking intense he was.
The thing that I've appreciated more about him was how smart he was in the sense, or smart he is from a football standpoint, X's and O's. And I caught on to that when he was doing the Big Ten stuff, like the Fox pregame stuff. Like listening to him and getting just to hear him talk, because I've never obviously played for him. I've never seen him in that setting because I haven't watched the documentary yet either. But like I said, just getting a chance to kind of just hear him talk the game in schematics, you're like, bro, I get why you're successful wherever you're at, and it's not just your offense. Because how you talk that defense talk is no different than if I'm with a Coach T right now. You know what I mean? Like that's how he speaks, and it's like,
and he's an offensive guy.
Yeah, and that's the part that's dope. That's definitely dope.
Yeah, he made sure to weed out the guys that weren't tough enough.
I've heard that.
Yeah, he
definitely
made
heard
sure.
that.
He was like, this is like what you're doing here in the off season, these practices and our training camp and stuff is going to be way harder than anything we do, like during the season or the opponents or anything. He said he'd never lie to people about this is going to be the toughest thing you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was crazy.
Respect on that, bro.
But the main characters, I'd say for the offense and defense, you had offense, Tebow, and then Spikes was like the main guy in defense.
Shout out to Spikes too, man.
Although they did start it whenever Urban first got there, and it was like Chris Leak for those first couple years, and then they go through Urban recruiting Tebow and getting all these new guys in, like the Pounceys and the young guys, and building up like that.
It is so crazy to think that all the boys was there, Cam Newton, all the boys there at the same time.
They
nuts,
talked
bro.
about him briefly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was on a sports doc Benjer though.
I like that though, bro.
Might spend the block on the Manziel one too. That was good.
That was fire. I watched that one. That was definitely good. I like it, man.
Well, the Bears one should be coming out soon. I want to watch that.
And
Hard
speaking
Knocks.
of, man, game day tonight, man.
It is.
First game of the NFL new season, 2024 season, man. It's officially here, man. We happening, man. So, yeah, we do got Bears and Texans tonight. Hall
Caleb's
of
not
Fame
playing.
game. They already said that?
Yeah.
All right.
He wanted to,
I'm sure he did.
but for his own good,
I'm glad he
the
did
coach
it.
out him out. Yeah, he
I bet,
shouldn't be
yeah.
out there on the Hall of Fame field.
Don't even warm up on it. Just stay away, stay far away, man. So no, shout out to him though on that, man. Yeah, but yeah, we got football tonight, man. Any early thoughts on the game?
No, because I don't even know who's playing.
Shoot, I don't either. It's just cool.
Doomsday
This guy should
shouldn't
be a
be playing
game
then
on.
either. If Caleb's not going to play, he shouldn't.
Oh yeah, they got to go hand in hand. That's like Burrow and Chase. Y'all married.
Texans,
None
no
of them
Stroud.
dudes.
I doubt we see any of the top 3 or 4 receivers.
Tank is still working back from injury,
It's just always good to
Yeah.
see football, though. On
but it's gonna be
TV.
some type of football, NFL football.
Yeah. Is there anyone interesting that's on these teams' depth charts? Sleeper guys? Who's behind CJ Stroud? Who's the quarterback behind him?
Good question. I don't know. Because I'm thinking about the receivers. I'm like, you're not seeing Diggs, you're not seeing Nico, you're not seeing Tank.
Jeez, oh man.
Anybody interesting? No?
No, it's actually pretty crazy. I don't know how these guys got back on the Texans.
Oh, they're saying Davis Mills?
Did he ever leave? I guess he's always been there. But yeah,
Yeah.
Davis Mills is there, and then Case Keenum found his way back.
Whoa. Shout out to Case Keenum.
Those are the
Okay.
epitome of Texans
Those are Texas
quarterbacks.
quarterbacks. Facts on that. Yeah.
They fit right in with the TJ Yates. Those type of dudes. Brock Osweiler.
Golly. Those are the names, yes. Those all flow hand in hand, man. That's facts.
Yeah, Keenum found his way back. Wow.
Shout out to
crazy.
Case Keenum, man. Shout out to Case.
I guess, yeah, Davis Mills. I guess he's been
Yeah.
there. So I thought he went somewhere else.
I did too for a
I
little
thought
bit.
they traded him,
Yeah.
but I guess he's just been their backup.
All right. And what's the situation in Chicago? They got the tattoo boy, right?
Yeah, he's definitely playing.
Yeah, with the sleeve. Yeah, he's still there.
I saw some headline. This is where I found out that Caleb Williams wasn't playing. They said
Mhm.
Caleb Williams out for the Hall of Fame game. But Tyson Bagent will be out there. He'll be starting. He's been grinding his face off all training camp.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Grinding
Is-
his
is-
face off.
Is everyone else not
What?
grinding? He's the only one
What?
grinding his face off. Like, why
He's
is
putting
that?
in the most extra work that you've ever seen.
That's what I
I've
mean.
never seen somebody work.
Why is that
Are they
added?
not working hard?
To the news there. I just
Hey,
need to know Caleb Williams not
Deke,
playing, Tyson
Deke,
Bagent playing.
I'm just glad that you're the one who calls them out on that type of stuff. I feel like when like the athletes say that, you're like, yo, why y'all trying to crush dudes that ain't done it before? Y'all trying to crush dudes. This is how we explain it. This is how we say it. But it is cool to hear you be like, hey, bro, is the rest of them not doing that? Like, come on, man. Because it does make it sound like that.
Well, if it's reference to a guy that I like, I'm good with it. You want to talk about Jalen Moore in that way?
Hey,
I'm pumped about it.
shout out to 30. He's grinding his face off out there. I seen him grinding
That's
his
a
face
given,
off
though, at
today,
this
bro.
point. That's what I mean,
Yeah.
though. If we know Tyson Bagent's
Yeah.
a hard worker, I don't think it needs to be added.
Yeah.
If you say Jalen Moore's playing today or he's going to get the starts, I don't need to hear he's been grinding his face
He's
off
been
these
grinding
last
his
couple
face
weeks.
off. Well,
I already know that. I already know Jalen
bro.
Moore's a hard worker.
Yeah,
He's
he
working his
definitely
ass off.
grinding. He definitely grinding his face off, bro. I'm serious, man. It's a lot of. Let me think who's been grinding their face off. GP been grinding his face off. Yeah, he was grinding.
Payton Wilson, right?
Payton Wilson's been grinding his face off.
I heard he's first one out there.
Listen. Peyton, Queen, E-Rob, Landon Roberts, all three of them dudes grinding their face off. Shout out also to the backups as well, man. Mark Robinson and Tyler Matakavich as well, man. They grinding their face off as well, but on teams though.
Who's
Different.
not grinding their face off?
Don't see now you're gonna get us in trouble, right? Yeah, I'm just talking about who grinded. TJ Watt's grinding his face off, bro.
I can take a wild guess.
What's
Deep Bush isn't grinding his face off.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Let me think who was grinding their face. Justin Fields. I gotta just see it today, Deke. Again, it's grinding his face off.
He's working.
Russell
Not just
Wilson.
talent.
Russell Wilson was out there. He actually made his debut. He didn't give us full, but he gave us some.
Because there was no pass today, right?
Right. He didn't give us everything, but he gave us some. He was grinding his face off, Deke. He's been grinding his face. Pat Fryermuth. Shout out to Moof. Deke. He's been grinding his face off, man. All right. Grinding his face off. Darnell Washington grinding his face off. Dark horse that I had not really talked about enough, but after seeing it and seeing what they're trying to do with it, Connor Hayward is grinding his face off.
That's why I had him making the team on
Deke,
my 53-man roster prediction.
Connor Hayward is grinding his
things.
face off, bro. Grinding his face off, all right? Let me think who else is grinding their face off. We already talked about your boy 30 grinding his face off.
Well, I think what's good about this team right now is there isn't anyone that you could single out and say, I'm expecting them not to be grinding right now.
You know
what I mean? Like all these names, it's like,
Deke,
that's a
Deke,
given.
Hold on, Deke. Let me go. Can I
we
keep
do
going,
have
Deke?
A bunch of
Deke, let me
grinders.
keep going. Can I tell you about Dante Jackson? Can I tell you about Dante grinding his face off? But Beanie Bishop, grinding his face off, bro.
Like we don't have any more Claypools or D. Bushes or Marcus Allens here.
Grinding the face off, bro. Grinding. All right, I like this. We rolling with that
I think
today,
you
bro.
can include probably every name at training camp.
There's a strong possibility.
Is there anyone you're leaving out?
I'm not gonna go that far.
Oh,
all right. But the names
There's
that
a
I'm
guy in
naming,
mind.
there are some people that I'm just like, yo, that's great. If that's how we're gonna call it out, I'm just gonna call him out like that. I'm like, yo, yes, he was grinding his face off. For a fact, that was grinding his face off. You better believe that grinded his face off, put the face back on, then grinded it back off again. Yeah, buddy. So, shout out to DeMarvin Leal. Also, he's grinding his face off. DeMarvin Leal's grinding his face off, bro. I almost ain't recognizing he grinded off so much, bro. I was like, what's over there? That is it. Grinding his face off, bro. All right. Grinding his face off. And shout out to Q. Q said, why Marcus Allen got to catch it straight? This is insane. You're right, bro. Marcus Allen is somewhere in Paris, fashioning it up, taking pictures, and you just he trying to go down the runway. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Don't do that. Don't do that. That is crazy. Don't do that. But yeah, man.
Like I don't think he'd be included on this list.
You know what else though? Can I get another one, Deke? Can I talk about another who's grinding his face off? I usually don't do this. But Arthur Smith is grinding his face off, bro. I'm just all right. I'm liking it.
It's good.
I'm liking it a lot, Deke. I really ain't recognized that I was standing up. I wasn't recognizing what I was seeing. Then I was like, yo, is this what I'm thinking? What I'm seeing is what I'm seeing. And it was.
I saw some reports saying that the players are feeding off of Arthur Smith being there. They feel like they got a pro in the house now.
Listen,
they feel like
Deke,
they got someone that knows what they're talking
Deke,
about.
I'm going to talk to you. We're going to talk because I know you want to kill. And I get you. That's what you want to do. But this ain't that. But I got you, though. He's grinding his face off, though, man. So we definitely going to talk. We're going to get into a ball, man. So with that being the case, start like how we always do, baby. Because, yeah, we do got plenty to talk about, man. Hit that like button one time for the coach. And don't forget to subscribe. But more importantly, let us know in the comment section where you are tuning in from. And in that way, we'll give you those big boy shout-outs to start today's show. Deke been grinding his face off. Shout out to Deke, man. Deke been grinding hard. You've been grinding your face off, bro. I'm trying to grind my face off.
I've been slacking probably the last 3 or 4 months, though, I'll be honest.
I know people call me bad because,
but I think I'm back. I
took a whole hiatus, man.
Although I haven't played college football since the day it came out.
Yo, shout out to college football. I got a chance to play again last night. But unfortunately, I couldn't play online. I was playing, me and my little man was playing. But it was funny because all the little notifications kept popping up. And Gray was like, Dad, what are those? Why that thing keep popping? I was like, it's the YouTube people, man. Like, they know we online right now. So, but just sit here. We just go play our game together, okay? We was washing teams, by the way, bro. Okay. Washing teams. But, every once in a while, you gotta have a little fun like that. He was grinding his face off, too, in the game. Shout out to Lil G Money. Shout out to College Football 2025, man. Yeah, it was a good time.
You could just say next time, like if you play another fan or another subscriber or something, if you end up losing, you could just say G played that game.
Oh, I promise you. That's already in it. I promise you that. I promise you that. Because I'm not going to, I don't talk while I play.
I wasn't even playing.
Yeah, I don't talk while I play. But for a fact, if I take another L,
I did take a business phone call. I handed the controller to G.
It's been times I've been on duty and don't let me get washed. Oh, I'll be like, hey, man, G had that, bro. I won't need me right there, man. Don't play. Yes, bro. Yes. That's always built in. Mm-hmm.
Well, we got Kenneth Moses tuning in from Dublin. Says, fellas, can we start on time? I'm 5 hours ahead over here.
I ain't kidding, baby. You know this is all me,
can
man.
Blame me.
No.
You definitely blame me.
Deke is trying to go down with the ship. I'm going down. All right, listen, on the Titanic, the band played while the ship went down, but the captain stood in there and held that daggone wheel. So I'm going to hold the wheel. It's on me today, all right? Blame me, all right? Blame me. But I got us, though, all right? We got you today. I got us. But that was all blame me, all right? Deke ain't got nothing to do with it. It's all me. All right. So there you go, man. Don't trip.
It was a tough combination of a road being closed and my phone being dead. That's what happened.
Blame me. It's on me, man. All right? Yeah. Accountability first, man. All right. It's not what you did. It's hey, how can I help you? All right. It's on me. Yeah, that's it. I seen Coach Tomlin today, bro. I'm on my Coach Tomlin vibes. Lately,
Actually,
bro.
I'm not even blaming. Like that road shouldn't be closed.
There it is. Yeah,
That road should not
blame
be
the
closed.
workers. Yeah, get the job done fast.
Now my
There it
phone
is.
dying. Yes, I could have had it charged a little bit more. Sure, but I wasn't expecting the road to be closed.
It's all good, bro. It's all good. Blame me.
Either way, the phone. I still would have been late though. The phone just would have
It would have
enabled me to let you
That's what
know
it
that I was
yeah.
running late and there's a road closed.
Listen, I shouldn't have closed that road, bro. I closed the road. That's on me, man. I'm just glad you're here and you good. That's all I care about. Is my dog good?
I'm good.
Is he good?
I'm
All right.
I'm good.
You know how to
I just felt bad.
I told you how to ref November, man. I be paranoid anytime. I'm like, hey, are you good? I don't care. We'll deal with everything else later. Are you good though? All right, cool. It's the PTSD, man. Don't make me act up now. Yeah.
Rod Dollars 330 Youngstown, Ohio.
Let's get
Sharing
it.
line, baby.
All right, I was about to say we sharing the line. Where we at?
The Don Hefe Quan 323 Watts, California.
Shout out to Watts one time.
Lifted ones from Sacramento. Hope all is well with y'all in the chat.
Salute you, baby.
Last couple, Jaron Pittsburgh Steelers for life, 559 Visalia. And David Spencer tuning in from the 252. Love the show, love the Steelers. Here we go.
Hey, shout out to you, man. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Cody James, all love from the 860. Salute to you. Caleb Campbell, always tapping in from Titusville, Pennsylvania. Love to see it. Malvo does it in the 562 Long Beach, California, LBC. And you can't forget Damon Best. What up? In the 859 Kentucky boys. Shout out to the Kentucky boys and shout out to you, man. Here we go as always. And I'm going to end it with the homie Jace Roman in the 512 Austin, Texas. He says, just saw the Pirates beat the Astros on Monday. I like that. You the good luck charm. We got to keep that energy, man. Let's go. Yesterday was Wednesday, though.
Yeah. I think we won the series, though, 2-1.
Good,
Yesterday
man.
was for the sweep.
Shout out.
Dude, but these wild card teams are gaining games on it. It's unfortunate.
We're going to make
the
it work,
gap's getting
man.
wider here.
We're going to make it work.
And we're not playing bad. We're like steady. We're kind of like steady 2-1 in these series, a little bit over 500. But, yeah, these last two teams that are in the wild card right now, I forget. One of them is the Padres. They're like 6 or 7 games over 500. Like a couple weeks ago, the Pirates record would be in the wild card. It's just that
just the teams
a lot of
ahead
these
someone
NL
still.
teams that are in
Yeah.
the wild card mix are playing good, unfortunately.
It's all good. We're going to get
It's a
them.
bummer.
It's all good. We're going to get them. Just keep fighting. Stay in the fight. Stay in the fight.
AJ Martinez starts us off, says, respect and blessings and love to all. Let's go Steeler Nation.
Shout out to you, AJ. You already know, man. Rockstar life.
He also gifted a Moats membership to Aaron Grant.
AJ, shout out to you, Aaron Grant. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Bootman 318 gifted a couple Moats memberships to Stoogie McLean and Kawhi Leonard.
Shout out to Boo Man being a rock star life, paying it forward into those individuals. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
AJ Martinez says, I agree, Tom. Mama said knock you out. Let's go LL.
They talk about the bucket hat. He was like, yo, he's got the LL looks. They call either LL Cool J vibes or the Coach T vibes because sometimes he do with the bucket. I don't know. It's just my time, man. When I grew up, that was like cool. You have a little bucket on you, you know? So, yeah.
Nothing wrong with it.
Shout out to the bucket hat guys.
You
man.
had one on yesterday, too, right?
I did, man.
It was the blue one, though.
No. It was actually this one.
It was the red one?
Yeah, I had the red one on.
You had the blue jersey on.
Blue jersey on, yeah.
LeBron
Yeah.
jersey.
And then I was like, I had a bucket earlier, but that was the black one. I'm a bucket hat guy, man. That's just my vibe. I could be introvert, too. You know, I be antisocial sometimes. So I can disappear like this. No one can see me. It's like my little hiding spot.
GF, have y'all watched the Netflix Sprint yet? It's good. It'll get you crazy hyped to watch the track USA. It's better than Receiver.
Ooh.
All right, come on.
He talking. He's talking.
I'm waking up at 4 a.m. to watch the track Olympics on a work day now.
Okay.
Come on.
He's talking. He says better than Receiver. I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know, bro. Because the Receiver already know it's fire. Because I've heard too many people that are just not even all the way football people that like rock with Receiver.
Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah.
I think I like the quarterback one better.
That's because you like Kirk Cousins more.
No.
Everybody knows that. Yeah.
No, they're both really good. They're both really good. No, the problem with this comment is, though, it's either GF is hyping Netflix Sprint up too much here, and I'm going to be disappointed.
Okay.
Or GF is right, and it's going to get me hyped up and wanting to watch U.S. track,
At 4 in the
which will
morning.
make me want to wake up at 4 a.m., which I don't want to
I don't want to do
I don't
that.
want to wake up at 4
I don't want to
a.m.
wake up at 4 in the
I
morning.
love
bro.
America, but I don't want to be waking up at 4
I
a.m.
watched the rerun for that one, bro. I ain't even gonna fake to you, bro.
So I'm not
I'm
going
certain
to watch
that
Netflix
rerun.
Sprint.
Yep.
No, I'm passing on it.
Yeah, that's real.
Q, missed some streams, but your boy just got accepted to flight school.
Let's go.
Oh, that's
Shout out, man. Yeah.
Chat's winning.
Let's get it, man. Hey, that's what Deke said, man. Everybody winning over here, man. We all winning. All right, so shout out to you on that one, man. Let's go, Q. Hit that like button one time for Q getting into flight school, man. Shout out to that, man. Anybody else got something dope they want to get shouted out, man? Make sure y'all drop it over here so we can shout y'all out, man. We like this,
GF
man.
says, Deke, I'll make a bet right now you'll agree with me.
Uh-oh.
But that's the thing. I don't want to be waking up at 4 a.m.
4 a.m. is early, bro. Especially when you don't have to. 4 a.m. is early.
I'm good. I'm good. And then I don't want to have FOMO like that. I missed out on it.
Because you're going to have that also.
Yeah.
This is very true.
It just
Because you're going to be attached to the person.
GF seems to have presented a lose-lose scenario.
Because you're gonna get attached to the individual, and now you feel like I have to see this movie play out in real life now. So you're gonna be up at 4 in the morning watching this track, and I'm good on running. I'm good on that at 4 in the morning, baby. Mm-hmm.
Jagger M says Tyson Bagent did over a mile burpee broad jump. By the way,
Yeah, he's a soldier. Shout out to him, man. That's that like CrossFit Warrior Super Ninja stuff, man. I ain't got no problems with any of them people. I don't want no parts of that, but shout out to that. Deke, do you know how you know what that is? A
What?
burpee broad jump, and then do it for a mile?
seems intense.
Yeah, but
So he is grinding his face off.
listen, physically, oh my gosh. So you start standing up, Deke, jump all the way, and let your chest hit the ground. Like just drop, chest on the ground. Boom. Now, that push up, jump back on your feet. And now usually the burpee is you jump straight up in the air, touch the sky, and that's just one rep. He's saying broad jumps instead of jumping up. Do that for a whole mile worth of them? Bro, good luck. Oh my gosh. Just think about that make me tired.
How is that helping him play quarterback?
I have no clue, but I'm sure it's great for his cardio. He's probably a well-rounded individual.
It's helping his brand at least.
Yeah.
Everyone likes a guy that works hard.
Crying his face off, man. Like I said, does it help you play quarterback?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm not sure.
What percentage of
I'm
this
sure you're
workout is
tougher,
helping him
though.
play quarterback?
You're definitely
Maybe
going to be
2%.
tough. He's definitely going to be tougher than some of these quarterbacks, though.
Yeah, mental toughness. Maybe I'll give.
Physical
it's
too.
increasing his
'Cause you get
quarterback
hit.
potential by 10%, maybe.
Fair. Because I'm about to say,
Mental
he's going to
toughness,
be,
and you're right.
his conditioning and the strength coming with that. Yeah.
AJ Martinez. He says Pickett is grinding his sack off.
Ooh. I don't even know what that means.
They're saying he's playing good.
All right.
Like I said yesterday, he had the throw of training camp.
Why you can't grind the face off? Why you gonna grind the sack off? It just sounds die. All right, but he's grinding it. All right.
And AJ says
I'm with
he's
it.
grinding his beer gut off.
I could like that one. I just ain't want like him grinding his sack off, bro. I just what they say. No Diddy. That what they saying. I just don't want no parts of that one. All right. Say it.
Jagger M. What's up, guys? Chicago represent. Tyson B. Big Tyson Badgent show today. Says Tyson B asked if he was worried about his drop security. He said he had no time for that. Too busy grinding his face off. So that's I guess
that's where it came from.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. Hey man, I ain't got time to worry about you. I'm grinding my face off, Deke. I'm grinding my face off. I don't care about anything right now. I'm just.
That's excessive.
He's grinding his face
That's an
off, bro.
excessive comment.
Listen, you worry about your job security. Deke ain't worry about it. He grind his face off, bro. Tell him.
Let the grind do the talking
No,
for you.
Deke, you
Let
got to
the
tell
work do
it.
the
You have
talking
to
for
sell
you.
it. If you don't sell it, nobody's gonna believe it. If a tree falls in the woods,
If I was his PR agent, how should he have responded?
if a tree falls
Are
in
you
the
worried
woods, does
about your
anyone
job
hear it?
security?
Huh? Come on, man. You know how this is. No one believes it unless they see it, unless they can hear it, bro. He got to make the noise.
I think all you gotta say is, I'm just focused on performing here, working hard,
Mm-hmm.
taking it a day at a time, play at a time. I think that's all you got to say.
But if he does that,
you don't got to do the extra stuff.
But if he does that, are we even talking about him
exactly?
Today? Does he even make it to the show today?
You don't want to be louder than what your play warrants.
He made it to the show all because of what he said.
No.
We've started giving out congratulations and tip of the caps to individuals today by saying grinding their face off because of Mr. Batchet. So, at least he's having a moment. Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be like the best moment, but he's having a moment.
It's not the worst reputation to have. I'll put it to you that way. But yeah, you don't want to become like a little celeb or be in the news too much or making these type of putting attention on yourself if your play doesn't back it up. Because I don't think Tyson Bagent is a world beater out here. But
he looks cool with his tattoos.
But
he looks really cool at quarterback, bro.
If you can make it in the league as a backup for 5, 6, 7, whatever, however many years, I mean, you're doing it right. So best of luck to him. Seemed like he played decent when he got in last year.
He did.
Yeah, like I legitimately think he can be probably a career backup.
He had a moment.
Yeah, that'd be good for him. But all these other backups are working hard too. It's just like, why do you got to be the one that stakes that claim and you're the one associated with working hard?
Because
like, don't be that guy.
He's grinding his face off.
Let the work do the talking. It's whatever. It's like that guy. Whenever you wake up the next day after drinking, you're talking about like how much you drank and I had this many shots. That's the vibes Badgett gives off.
I'm mad
that's where I'm getting at.
That because as soon as you said it,
that's a great comparison.
Think anybody that's been around that person knows exactly what you're talking about. Because I was literally like,
how much you lift at the gym and stuff. It's like, all right, bro, let the muscles do the talking.
Bro, I had 10 shots, 2 beers, and a Corona. What
Last
you do?
Night was a movie.
All right, bro, I got you, bro. All right, fam. Hey, man, when I used to live, bro, I lived this, that, and all right, bro, you got it, man. Yeah,
that's who Tyson Bagent is right now.
He said, yo, you give me a war story. I ain't got time for your war story, bro. All right, cool, bro. Cool. You grinding your face out there. Cool, bro.
We'll see how that looks tonight. Man, I'm kind of rooting against them. I got nothing against them. I hope he does well.
I was like, yo, how did Tyson Bagent become the bad guy? Oh, man. But I feel like he is his villain. It just turned villain. Yeah. I was seeing you lining him up. I was like, yep, he's turning villain, bro. Yep, that's turned villain.
At least in my mind.
He's a villain now. I get it. That's funny, bro.
I hope he does well tonight.
We'll see. We shall see, man.
Who's he competing with?
Bro, I don't even know who Chicago has.
Brett Ripien. He's fine. Yeah, Badgent's making that team. He's fine. Brett Ripien's the third quarterback. He's probably making the team too because you can keep three quarterbacks. It's Brett Ripien versus Austin Reed for their third quarterback. Bears' third spot.
That'd be interesting.
Who the hell's Austin Reed? I barely know who Brett Ripien is.
I was about to say.
Did he play on the Jets? He was one of these guys that started over the last couple of years. No, he was on Denver. He's on the Rams last year.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's got his roster spot locked up too. Austin Reed, 24-year-old rookie from Western Kentucky.
It looks good, man. Look at them cheese in this picture, like first day of school.
All right, what do we got next?
All right, man. So let's talk a little training camp real quick, man.
What were we talking? We were doing supers. We got he was
doing some supers. That's all. He was doing little supers. All right, so like I said, man, the boy was out there earlier today at Steelers training camp, man. Shout out to the gang.
We got a first-hand report then.
Yes. Eyes on the ground. And actually, you have 2 reports because TG, shout out to TG, he was out there with me, man. We did do a quick locker mate vid, man. It's actually up right now, so when we're done with the stream, then y'all go check that out. All right, but man, a couple of there's plenty that I want to discuss from today's practice, man. All right, first off, it was cool to see that we signed Marcus Golden, and he was there as soon as we signed him. All right, shout out to Marcus Golden. It must
have a place here.
Listen, bro, my man pulled up on us with the 91 jersey on, and I'm looking and I'm like, yo, why does that dude look familiar? And I'm just like, yo, he looks like Marcus Golden, but Marcus Golden has been on this roster. But yeah, they signed him today.
You saw him before the notification.
Literally, yes. We were at the it was just
cool.
like, bro, what is this? And then
he was
literally
rocking 91 though, right?
Yeah, he was rocking
You were
91.
confused.
Yeah, we was all thrown off. But then you obviously, practice gets done, and then it's like, oh, you look at the alert. Oh, no, y'all want to drop this. We would appreciate this in the morning beforehand. But yeah, so it was good to see him back out there because we did have a couple of the depth guys go down the past couple of days at outside linebacker. So now we're talking about that room. And remember what we were saying going into it is like, yeah, we still feel good with TJ Highsmith. We know we got her big, but we still kind of got this little bit of a hole right there. I don't think that's in the conversation at all now that you bring back Marcus Golden.
I was hoping for Bud Dupree.
Facts. But Bud took the money, man. But shout out to Bud, man. Shout out to Bud. And Bud, you already know it's all love, man. I'm still mad you without the LA. You supposed to come back home, man. All right. But it's all love, though, man. Go get that LA son and get them beautiful checks, man. But for me, man, going back to Marcus Golden, man, like I said, I do think that that's a dope signing for the position, man, to keep us in there. Like I said, to have 4 legitimate guys that can come out there and play. You got the same continuity from a year ago. I like that. But like I said, it was definitely surprised to see it because we actually seen that thing happen in real life. And it was just like, yo, what are you doing here? It's like, you're actually here to practice? And why do you have that number on? But, yeah.
Matakevich has 44.
Yeah, because Red got 44. Yeah.
Wasn't Golden 54 before he did 44?
It was 54, then 44.
And then
but I forgot why did he.
54.
That's what I was like. Why did he switch from the 54? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember why it switched. Maybe
Yeah.
44 just opened up. He liked that number better.
Yeah.
But Quan was 26 to start.
Yeah, and then he switched
And then he switched to
because
54.
Because who else was 20? McFarland was here. Was that who was 26?
Yeah,
That's what it was.
but I guess that's legal during preseason.
During preseason, yeah, you could have both of them wearing them. Yeah.
I remember Randy Moss rocking like number 6 back in the day. When he first showed up to like
Yeah.
Patriots training camp.
Yeah. So, like I said, definitely like that first part right
Yeah,
there.
because I was wondering what we were going to do at that
Mhm.
fourth edge rush spot. I was thinking, as I was doing the 53-man roster prediction exercise last night,
Mhm.
I was like, could we just possibly keep 3 for the 53-man roster?
Which we have done in the past.
It was like, I mean, what's the point
Yeah.
of having like a Kyron Johnson or a David Perales on the active if they ain't really going to do much? Like, it
Right.
might be more valuable to have an extra cornerback, an extra D lineman that get some snaps, special team, whatever it
Yeah.
is, as opposed to just one of these random dudes that, at least from my standpoint, from the outside looking in, I don't have much faith in right now.
Yeah,
Whereas
I can understand
we're
that.
bringing in Marcus Golden. I like
Mhm.
Marcus Golden last year. He was really good.
Yeah. No, like I said, but I definitely agree with you there. And I do feel like that almost solidifies that room now in terms of that fourth rusher. But I
Perfect
will
guy for the job.
perfect guy, absolutely. But I will say this: I want to see how they play it. No, actually, I think I kind of have a picture of how I think it plays out. They got dudes though in terms of Jeremiah Moon and Jacoby Windman, right?
I like Windman.
In terms of them, they both have certain things that they bring, but their body types are different. So it's kind of like they bring certain things that, okay, with Jacoby, it's more of the short, compact, Debo type build, physical as heck. And it shows up. You look at Jeremiah.
pretty smooth with his moves, too.
smooth with his moves, like a natural pass rush. You look at Jeremiah, long, tall body, but can move and is like comfortable. But you watch him on special teams, and it's like, that can be where you're going to have a helmet every week if you want to.
But with him getting hurt, that doesn't help.
And that's the thing that hurts him right now.
Could he play off ball at all?
I'm not sure.
I don't know
just
why.
yet. Yeah, I'm not
Kind of
sure.
associate his name with a inside linebacker
Yeah.
too. I feel like we've had a Johnson just chilling on the depth chart or like
We
practice
always had.
squad
We've always had.
doing inside linebacker.
Because who was it? It was
stuff.
Buddy.
I don't know if it's the same
Buddy.
guy.
It was Buddy.
Yeah,
That's what you're thinking.
maybe that's what it is.
Yeah. But I feel like I said, with both Jeremiah and Jacoby, though, I think like with them, they still bring interesting elements. I don't know if they would keep 5 in that room or if they do 4 and have one of those or both of those on practice squad. But just seeing how they're moving, seeing what they bring also from a special team standpoint, that's the part that makes it interesting, because the same thing we're looking at inside linebacker kind of follows suit with that, in the sense of we know the top 3 that we kind of already talked about. We said that, with Red, that's your special teamer. Mark Robinson, if they're going to keep the 5th, that's definitely your next guy because of how he plays, his physicality and things like that. And we actually have seen him take snaps in stadium, and he's made plays. He's not always consistent, but that's what you get with young players, and we've already kind of discussed that as well. But with that room, man, I love just what they got in there, man.
Well, AKM just
Love what they got in there,
how's
bro.
Payton Wilson been doing?
Man, all right. You want to know the real? It's as good as advertised. All right. It's as good as advertised. It's the truth. You watch him, man, he can fly. He can fly. Now, I will say this. It's not perfect, but it's hungry as heck. Talk about grinding his face off, right? You talk about
First
the
guy
dude.
in, last guy
Talk
out.
about the dude that's drenched in sweat from head to toe from the time he gets out there to the time that game or to the time that practice is over. That's Payton Wilson. I'm not taking nothing away from the other guys because the other guys working too. But when you watch Payton, you see the athleticism, the speed. He's a space player, and it shows up, especially today, where, like I said, they were just in the shirts and shorts. It's like you watch how he moves, you watch how he gets to the ball, you watch how his eyes are, and it's like you're seeing what you're supposed to see. You're arriving there. Now, for me, I still want to see it next Friday in the pads versus the Texans. Because it's a difference between the practice setting, it's a difference between hitting your teammate, and you got to go out there and actually make these game tackles versus other NFL dudes. I don't have any reservations about it, but that's just the next thing for me when I'm watching him, because I've seen enough of you do this. I know you can do this. I know you can fly over here, and you know what I mean? Even watching him in coverage, it's like, yeah, he wasn't perfect today, but it's like you can see why the excitement is there. You can see why he was drafted there. And you can also see in the sense of the article, right? When they're talking about, oh, could he be a defensive rookie of the year candidate because of what he brings? But at the same time, I can't talk about him without talking about the other two dudes in terms of, we know Patrick Queen, but Atlanta Roberts, bro, that's the boogeyman. That's the bully. If Payton Wilson's the boogeyman in the sense of his athleticism, in the sense of like what he brings as like that perfect prototype in today's NFL, Landon brings it in the ultra physicality. I'm going to hit you in the face every single time. And that also has been showed up. And that's the part where you talk about the fight yesterday. You talk about even today while they're in shirts and shorts. It's just energy that he brings on that field. And that's the part where you're like, well, dang, pick your poison. But now the difference to me as I watch them both early on, E. Rob's a smarter player right now. And that's always going to have the benefit when you're out there, because you got to make them checks. You got to be able to talk and communicate. And you watch 50.
And definitely to start the season.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You watch 50 and 6, man, it looked like classical music. All right, da. All right, right, left. They're not playing your mic on Will. They literally playing right and left, bro. You got that, and anything they check, you know what you're doing. I got this, anything we check, I know what I'm doing. And that's dope to see. But you're not going to get that early on with Wilson. Wilson early on, we go be, I'm the Mike, you're the Will. Let's flip. So everybody on the same page.
But it seems like all the stars are aligning for Wilson to potentially become defensive rookie. Like, these are all the steps that we were talking about that have to be in place.
Yeah.
First, Holcomb, he's not practicing in training camp. And then Wilson gets out there, and he displays his athleticism and gets you to start thinking, how are we going to keep this man off the field?
Bro.
But then, now it's the next steps. Let's see how you look in preseason and see how you look in the snaps you're given in the regular season. And if you keep excelling, almost like JPJ did last year, it's off to the races.
I think I was a little bit surprised once again to see just how fast. Because Patrick Queen is fast.
Payton Wilson's faster.
Which is crazy. Because Patrick Queen be flying.
What did Payton Wilson run? He ran a 4.4?
I don't know, bro. I don't know what he ran. I just know what he looks like when he's running. I'm just like, yo, why does it look that, like, it shouldn't be fast like that.
Maybe his game speed's better than his 40 speed.
Bro, Patrick Queen is fast, bro.
So 4.43 for Payton Wilson.
Patrick Queen is fast, bro. That they be flying. I was like, oof.
What's your guess on Patrick Queen's 40?
I don't even know. Did he run one? I don't know. Give me 4.4. I'll go 4.4.
Hold on.
I don't know if he got an official one. Bro, what's up with your computer, man? You gotta stop watching them janky videos, Deke. Deke been watching these janky videos where they be dancing and doing that in the background, and now his computer acting funny. He trying to Google Patrick Queen and can't even Google Patrick Queen. It's Patrick Queen, bro. Yeah, I don't know what you be having on your computer, man.
No, it's
what is that?
NFL.com's the problem.
I want to look at that.
NFL.com's the pro. I don't know what's going on. They need to get better tech guys over there.
My God, man.
let's see. Hold on. 4.5
4.5. All right. Oh, 4.50. Say it.
from the NFL Combine.
Yeah, 4.50. That's fast. 4.50 on the ladies
Yeah,
at
but
the
there you
NFL
go. I
Combine
mean,
is 4.4. Yeah.
The numbers from the Combine reflect what you're seeing in
Yeah.
real life. 4.5
4
for Queen and 4.43 for Payton Wilson.
Yeah. So think about that. 4.43 versus 4.50. 0.7. It is nuts, man. But you watch, you like, that's fast, bro. It's fast. But it looks good though, man. But that's the thing. It's like it's still young, so it's gonna take some time, especially getting all of the nuance up to speed. But I think he's one of those ones. If he gets an opportunity, don't be surprised if he makes noise. Don't be surprised by it, man. But yeah, next up, man. Let's go ahead and get this Fields and Rush real quick. Can I talk Fields and Rush real quick, man? All right, baby. Let's talk Fields and Rush, Deke. I got to talk Fields and Rush. Fields looked dang good today, bro. Start to finish, he looked dang good. It wasn't perfect, but it looked dang good. First deep ball he threw was
Basically
the GP.
the same stuff
Yeah.
we've been seeing and saying
Bro.
the last 6 or 7 days.
Yeah. It was consistent. That was the other part. It was consistent today. I thought
Consistent enough.
Yeah,
is
it
what you're
wasn't
saying.
as up and down. I thought that it was consistent today. Like I said, man, beautiful deep ball. The GP start the day out, man, when they first started the team period and stuff, man. You saw him put his legs on display. And the other crazy part is, man, you watch him take off in person, Deke, and you're just like, yo, you're not even trying. But you're just just like, bro, it is so effortless. Just like,
I'll
and
contin-
he's moving at a different speed, bro.
Listen, I'll continue to say this. Where was this from him at Ohio State?
Yeah,
Because it was non-existent.
yeah.
He was a pocket passer. Like
Yeah,
he
bro.
came into the draft and we were talking about it, like his arm talent and
Yeah. I liked it
like
today,
playing
bro.
from the pocket and stuff. Like, we were
Yeah.
not talking about his rushing ability, and he's
Yeah.
made a name for himself from that in the league thus far. Like, yeah, he set the single season record for rushing
Like I
yards from the
said,
quarterback.
anytime he wanted to pull it and run, that was the part where you're just like, yeah, that's a different speed. Like I said, the overall from him, he's not a perfect player, and that's the other part because we got a chance to see Russ, especially doing Russ didn't do a lot of team stuff. Russ didn't do, he did Indy in 7-on-7, so it was, you know, you get a chance to kind of see him in terms of Russ, how he operates it. But watching Fields, that was the one thing that I would have just, in terms of if I had a negative on Fields, I think Fields has beautiful touch on a lot of his passes. I just felt like at times Fields, it takes him a little bit longer to see it. Whereas you watch Russ, and I get on, we'll talk Russ even more so in a little bit. It's a machine, bro. You see it, pop, pop, boom, pop, pop, boom, pop, boom, pop, pop, boom. Whereas with Fields, it's like, all right, if he see it, good luck, it's a problem. But then it's times where it's like, but now he can get busy, and that's what saves him. Because it's times where that man, I don't see it, and he hit you here, come out of that thing, you like, who would have had him? Who would have had him? No, you ain't. And it's from a defensive dude. No, you ain't had that, man. That's the type of stuff that he brings. But like I said, that's the part with him where you're saying you want him to be able to elevate that part in terms of how he reads it, how he sees it. But man, the talent, it continues to show up. Literally, I'm sitting next to Charlie Batch out there, man. Phil's throw this pass, we just kind of like, boy. That's him. We get it. Yeah, boy. And that's the part where I'm just like, yo, I see it, man. I see it. And dudes are starting to believe it. That's the other part. Don't think that it's one of them things where, you know, we'll hear fans, media talk about it one way, but the players are kind of looking at it differently. And like I said, they still have utmost trust and respect in Russ. But they're also rumblings of like, yo, they believe in it. And it's like, yo, if this is what he can do consistently, we dang sure can win with this. If that's what he can give us, if this is just where we are with Fields, we for certain could do it with that. And that's also a positive vibe because I'm saying to myself, I want this to be the worst you look. I want you to only be 2 months from now, you should be looking way better than what I'm seeing in training camp today. Right? When we're in December, you should be looking way better than what we saw at OTAs. That's my mindset. So if they're saying that, like, all right, if y'all could believe it, I could definitely believe it. You know what I mean? So that's the part that I also, like I said, with Fields, that I thought was dope, man. So shout out to Justin Fields, man. But he's been looking good, man. He looked good to me today, man.
So talk about Russ.
Now with Russ, bro, Russ is Russ. Russ is, man, it looked vet beautiful. All right. My man come out there, like I say, he wasn't doing a ton of the other stuff. But when it was 7-on, you got a chance to really see Russ take the reps. And literally, he threw 3 deep balls in a row. Deke. He couldn't have walked down there and put that ball in my man's chest any more perfectly. Shoot, one should have been caught. I was on the sideline with the hoe. He was like, hey, bro, you dropped that. DB. It was a great play by the DB, but it's like, bro.
Who, Quez Watkins?
No, I ain't doing the names. I don't want to do that one. Just know that ball hit right here on that left nipple. The defender was on the right nipple. They were about 30 yards downfield. And you like, how the heck did he do that? Unfortunately, that receiver could not. He's not a one-hand artist. He's not. It wasn't GP. We'll just say that. All right. But, bruh, I'm talking like, yo, effortless. But you could tell in terms of how quickly he processes and what he is already seeing pre-snap. My big takeaway was Russ already knows at times what we're in on defense before the ball snapped. And that's why as soon as the ball was snapped, boom, he's going backside. Boom, he's going front side. Now he's taking the shot. Whereas with Fields, at times it's more so, I think there are times where he can see it pre-snap and he has it. But then I think for him, it's a lot of post-snap. I'm catching on to it. But he's doing it fast and he's athletic, so it buys him time. Russ just looks like he knows ahead of time. Bro, you're in this. I don't care what he's doing. This tells me he's in that. And that's the 7, the Rodgers, the Mannings. That's that. The Mahomes is like, yeah, when you can't, fool these dudes anymore, it's like, yo, he knows what he's in. Doesn't change anything. That's the part where it's like, yeah. And Russ definitely has that. That, as soon as he took reps, you're like, oh, yeah. That's the part that makes Russ Russ.
So what do you think happened with Denver last year? Because a lot of the complaints about Russ was he wasn't getting the ball out quick enough. He would miss the first or second read and take a sack. You think that was just system didn't fit him?
I think it was a combination of multiple things. Russ didn't have his best season, and we could all agree with that. I think that at times, though, whenever we're criticizing players that have reached certain heights, it's like if they're not at that elite height anymore, we're just so ready to crucify them and say they fell off completely. I think both these can be true, that he didn't have his best performance season-wise. And yes, he did miss some throws. He did have some bad plays. But we can also pull up them tape and show where he's actually made a ton of highlight reel plays. He made a ton of consistent quarterback plays where that ball was getting out on time. That's the part where I'm like, did you not watch that Chiefs game? Did you not watch that Bills game? Because you tell me in those 2 games specifically last year that he did not play at a high level. And that's, when I look at the Denver situation, I just say, man, you had a lot going on out there, though. You got the Sean Payton situation going on. You got your receiver situation going on. Who's the number 1 out there? We talked about that. Is it Judy? Is it Cortland? And who's nice enough to be the real go-to guy? Because both of them dudes kind of inconsistent. What your running game look like? Well, there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. But at the same time, could he have been better? Yeah. And that's why I just say the Denver situation, there were multiple variables at it. No different than how you kind of look at the Kenny situation. You look at here and it's like, yeah, it was legit. There were multiple variables. Did Kenny could Kenny have played better? Yes. But does the coordinator matter? Yes. Does the personnel in terms of receivers matter? Yes. Does the O-line matter? Yes. And all those factors can still be true while still saying that, yes, Kenny could have played better. So that's kind of how I look at Russ in Denver. The only difference is, statistically, he still finished at a higher clip than a lot of other quarterbacks league-wide. It's just our expectation for Russ is you're a top 5 caliber quarterback, not a top 15 caliber quarterback. And the numbers he gave last year were more top 15-ish than top 5-ish. But that doesn't mean he's a bad player. And both of those things can also be true.
And I think Arthur Smith and his system and what we got going on here with the, I guess the improved offensive line, added weapons, how we got everything set up is going to be very much tailored towards him.
Yeah.
I think it's going to help him.
And
as
I think
opposed
he's
to
so
hurt
smart,
him.
bro.
In Denver, I mean, you could make the argument that his surroundings, in a way, were hurting him.
Yeah.
Because those receivers, for the most part, were trash, in my opinion, outside of Cortland Sutton.
And
Sean Payton, obviously not a great fit with Russ and Russ's play style.
And
Defense,
clearly we know it was also
defense.
tension behind the scenes with this scenario also.
I don't know if it was I don't know if it was the best
Yeah.
one. First year he was hurt. But yeah, last year weird situation. I guess made the most of it, having them come back from being 1-5. I think they got to like 6-5 at some point in the playoff mix and everything.
I remember they got beat by, it was a 70-7 at one point.
They tried
right?
benching Russ in the middle of all that too. But yeah, I think all those reasons are why Russ is still QB1. If you're betting your money on winning games this year, it's Russell Wilson, because even in inclement situations, or Russ having a down year, still winning games, still putting up numbers, whereas Justin Fields last year, we're going to say that was his best season. Bears went 5-8 when he started.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Fields hasn't even really proven to get on Russ's level and on Russ's like bad seasons in a way. I mean, it's arguable.
All right,
but then like
legit.
Russ
you're
on
saying
an
is
average
legit, man.
season is like Hall of Fame. Russ's great seasons is Super Bowls, and you're talking about let Russ cook and
MVPs,
talking get him in the MVP conversation, stuff like that. But just average Russ throughout the course of his career is it's Hall of Fame, because if you average out all of his seasons and just what he's done, he's a Hall of Famer, 9-time Pro Bowler.
That's facts, bro. That's facts.
That's where we're at. But yeah, I mean the Justin Fields stuff, it definitely is exciting. Whenever you see the throws, you see the runs, you like see the vision of what
you
it
see.
could be.
That's the thing. You see the vision of it, bro.
But then you go back to these are just moments. These are cool moments, but what does this mean over the course of a game, course of a season for us winning games?
Yep.
Are we gonna get these random fumbles too? Are we gonna get these intercepted? Are we gonna get like these?
Because that still
these
does
quarters
happen, and that's the unfortunate
consecutive
part.
series of the offense doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And we get down 14 points, 20 points, or whatever, because, I mean, that's a lot of Justin Fields games. A lot of the highlights, you could look down at the scoreboard.
Yeah, this is true.
And it's garbage time. It's third quarter, fourth quarter type of stuff. And they're down 20 points, 30 points. The game's already over. Whereas Russ, I mean, we know. He can keep a game close. You get it in the third or fourth quarter, you're down double digits, you're down 14, you're down 10.
Yeah.
I mean, Kenny was doing that type of stuff, but no one wanted to talk about that.
Talk your talk. There it is. Talk your talk, man.
Kenny was doing good stuff in the fourth
talk
quarter.
your talk,
Did he have
man.
the best QB rating?
There it is. Talk your talk,
100
man.
QB rating.
Talk your talk,
7-game winning
man.
drive.
Talk your talk, man.
But Russ obviously does that too, and on a higher level.
Nah, but shout out to them dudes though, man. I thought, like I said, both of those dudes though, in my eyes, man, did certain things where it was impressive. Where I was like, you know what? That's nice. If that is who has to be the guy, that's nice. If that has, that's still nice. That works. So that's the thing, man. But I'm gonna stick with the offense real quick, man. Also thought that when you're just talking about the overall scheme, Arthur Smith, man, he cooking up something, bro. And our personnel, the way that he's utilizing it, the way that he is getting the offense to resonate and respond to him, bro, I think we're going to be a lot better than people kind of expecting us to be this year on offense, man. Number one, physical as heck. Physical. A lot of big bodies out there, man. 12 and 13 personnel. You're just like, everything is coming out of 12 and 13 personnel. It looks like, it's 4 wide receivers. Nah, that's 13 personnel. That's Moof. That's Darnell Washington. That's Connor Hayward. And that's GP. And the way that he is making the defense have to guard and respond and react, that's the part that's beautiful. Now, if GP keeps doing what we saw him doing today, we ain't got no issues. All right? Because GP
the receiver core as this.
I didn't say that, but Van Jefferson, shout out to Van. Van definitely showed, he surprised me a couple times today. I did like that from him, man. But this is the thing, man. the reason why I'm not saying I'm cool with the wide receiver group is because I didn't see a ton of, oh, let the other wide receiver cook. It was more so I'm playing 13 personnel. I'm going to make you play base defense. I'm going to line up my 3 tight ends. Actually, I might start out 2x2 so I can get you, GP out here out wide on the backside, put Connor in the slot on the backside, and I'm going to have Darnell, and then I'm going to have Moof, even in the core maybe tight. But I'm going to force you to play base. Then after that, I'm going to motion and build this formation, and now I have it where you have to walk this safety down here, which now tells me that this has to be one-on-one on the backside, and it's GP versus your corner. Good luck. If he's pressed, I'm going deep. If he's off, I'm throwing it now. And now you got to tackle him. You can't be right. Oh, y'all want to safety going to go on that side? Okay. Move now. You're cooking up the front side. Oh, okay. You want to run with move? Connor, Hayward. Now you're cooking the backside linebacker. Oh, okay. You don't want to deal with that? All right. Darn, no, you catch us in the flat. Now make him tackle you, big boy. Oh, now is this Najee out here? Because it's even physical, more big that way. Or is it 30? Who they go say, you know what? You fastly saw the backside. Now let's see if you catch what I'm telling you, bro. It's OG New England Patriots style is what I feel like, man. When they had the big tight end situation, the Gronk Hernandez, that type, that's what it looked like. I hate to play against it, but I love watching it. And if GP is doing that, then that next receiver doesn't matter as much, is what I'm getting to. What Van Jefferson was doing, I'm like, yo, if that's how y'all going to play it, he's perfect for what y'all are going to ask him to do in terms of when we get in 2 or 3 wide receivers. But it looks like the majority of what you're trying to do is play big physical football. Make teams have to put their big bodies out there and see can their big athletes be better than our big athletes. And we feel personally that Darnell Washington really, and Connor Hayward are going to be better than the outside linebacker and the 2 inside linebackers. And then when we throw in Jalen Warren or Najee, now whatever linebacker you want to put, you can't be right. And if your corner isn't a dog, then you're going to have a long day dealing with GP on the backside. Because now you got to pick and choose between stopping this run, stopping these big bodies on the front side, or giving your corner help on the backside because we one-on-one all day. And that's the part where is when you're seeing it, you see the plan, you see the vision, and it's very simplified. But even though it's simplified, you can see all the detail with it in terms of the different checks that are going on. You're watching them, you're like, bro, they really are checking almost everything in terms of just reacting to certain things. Like, yo, all right, I don't like this. We're going to hit you this way. A lot of communication. It's beautiful, bro. It's beautiful.
Glad we got a competent offensive coordinator in the house.
So I would say it like this. You call it competence. I call it more prepared in the sense of veteran, because the difference is, and this is what has been communicated to me as well, a plan. It's a difference between you having a playbook, you having plays. Everybody has plays. Everybody has a scheme. But at this level, the way that it's been communicated to me specifically was you really have to have the plan of how you're trying to get a defense. You want to get them to this so you can get this. Not, bro, I can cook you a 4 wide, 3 wide. I could jet sweep. I could do this. I call plays. And now I'm trying to see, is he good enough to do this? Is this coordinator good enough to make my scheme work? Is this offensive line good enough to block every single time? Versus what Arthur Smith is more of, this is what I'm trying to get accomplished. What do you do well? How do you fit what I'm trying to do? Let me make this thing work here. And it's just, like I said, that's the veteran stuff. Right. But not every coach is like that. And I've played with some where it's like, yo, go make me right.
That's why we're pumped about Arthur Smith.
Yeah. But sometimes you need that. 7 doesn't need this. You think 7 would need somebody to simplify and say, bro, we're going to dumb it down to this? Nah, 7's the guy who's like, yo, I know what I'm trying to get off right here. And he's nice enough to be above anything. And that's why you could go from a Haley to a Fichtner to a Canada, and his numbers are still going to be his numbers, right? So that's the part where you just got to know your personnel with it as well. And that's why it's like, when I was like with the whole Canada and Kenny, it's like, sometimes, man, it's just bad marriage. Because what he's trying to do, this player doesn't need that. And what he needs, this guy isn't trying to give. And that's the part where it's just like, dang.
Yeah, perfect storm for why Kenny didn't work out here, in my opinion. I stand by it. Like, it was,
fair enough, man.
It was everything. From Canada being here, Kenny being hurt.
Bro, I look at both of them dudes. Because I'm like, if you're Matt Canada and you had Ben, And you had him for
Well,
the
we-
whole time?
Well, we saw that. And
It won.
Did
Did he not win?
Well, yeah, Ben overrode Canada's shitty plays.
Cool. But once again, it worked for Canada because statistically it worked.
It wasn't pretty.
Either
wasn't
way,
pretty.
statistically, it worked better than when he
Ben-
had Kenny, did
Ben
it not?
saved it in
Did
the
it
fourth quarter every
work
time.
better with 7 than it did with Kenny from your perspective?
It still wasn't good enough. I mean,
Did
if
it
Ben
work
was coming back, we needed to
better
fire
is what I'm
Canada.
asking you. Did it work better?
Oh, it's because it's 7.
And that's
But
what
it had
we're
nothing to do with
saying.
Canada.
So if you're Canada,
Canada was
you get
screwing up the
screwed
operation.
because of your personnel, and if your personnel, you're screwed because of your coach. And that's why I said they both hand in hand. You can't do this one without that one. They both did each other. It was bad for both of them, man. And that's why they both have new employment elsewhere. Like, you're not working here no more. Go do something over there, but not here. With Arthur, though, it's like, yo, shout out to Arthur, though, man. Like, I get it. I see it. It's not the most glamorous, though. It's not going to be super exotic. But it's like, yo, I see exactly what he is trying to get accomplished. And there were plenty of times that me and you both would say last year with Canada or the past 2 years with Canada, it was like, I don't always know what he's trying to get done. And even the stuff that we saw him do collegiately with pre-snap shifts and motions to undress teams to learn their coverage, he wasn't doing that here either. So it was like, yo, I don't know.
Yeah, the only time we had an identity
Yeah.
was the end of Kenny's rookie year.
Yeah.
That was it.
No.
Outside of that, it was a mess for about 80% of the time.
No. But Arthur Smith, man. Arthur Smith, Russ, and Fields. And also for Arthur, I'm sure it's people going to be like, man, that's because he got Russ and Fields. So, of course, it's going to look better.
I think Kenny would have done fine. I mean, that's my take on it.
And that's fair. That's fair. We know that. And nothing wrong with that. But from what we're seeing is like a lot of people aren't going to be surprised if this is successful because of the quarterbacks. But all I'm saying is I do think Arthur Smith, man, what he's cooking up is going to benefit this offense regardless of which one of those guys are out there as well.
Good.
No.
Mike Hood asks, Mr. Moats, you and TG were there today. How spicy was it? Looked hot. Salute all, and here we go.
No, well, first off, it was actually very hot. Hence the reason why I had to change, man. The little video I dropped, I had the Steelers fit on, bro. Had my little black bucket. I sweated all through that, Deke. It was bad, bro. So I had to come back and, throw my Team USA on, baby. USA, USA. But, the spice is there. In fact, they had a little brawl again. Yeah, dudes, man, it's chippy right now. It's definitely chippy. And because they didn't have the pads on, but everybody knows what Friday Night Lights is being tomorrow, everybody kind of knows what tomorrow is. So you got a lot of that chippiness, a lot of the people barking, stars on stars barking too. And that was the cool part. Like, yeah, they won't know, oh, he don't even play like it's like, oh, that's a guy. And he's talking to that guy, and that guy's talking back to that guy. So, yeah, it's like that, man. But that's what you want at training camp, man. You want these dudes to be playing with the edge. You want the guys to be fired up. You want these dudes to be trying to prove themselves, not just to the coaching staff, not just to their teammates, but to themselves also, that they still got it. That each and every year, you do belong. You have earned the right to make it out there and be one of the final 53. But, yeah, like I said, man, it's across the board, man. The dude's definitely doing that. Let me talk real quick about Benny Bishop, though, man. Benny keep making plays, bro. He makes a lot of plays. You watch him run game and pass game. He is constantly around the football, man. And that's the thing with him where you're just like, the report's saying what they saying, but seeing it, that's the other part. It's like, yo, you're seeing it. And now it's like, yeah, I can see what they like about him, man. I can see the plays that they're making, man.
What's the thing he's got to improve? What's the hiccup?
I just need to say it in the game. You know what I mean? It's like, he's still young to me. If I had critiques, is little stuff, in the coverage part, tiny little detail here or there, but it's more so play based, not, there's something that he consistently does, if that makes sense. But I want to see it in the games because once again, are these just, you got great matchups, you kind of understand these guys, you're familiar with them because you've been seeing the same dudes since OTAs, mini camp, you're a week going on 2 weeks into training camp now. I want to see you with the pads on, but I really want to see you next Friday. Like, he's one of the ones, Payton Wilson, him, all the O-line, all the D-line, especially DeMarvin Leal, because I saw too much nice stuff from him today. Like, yeah, you reminded me of why we drafted you and why I was so excited about you and why I would keep comparing you to it. That's what the stuff he was doing today. And they were moving him. He wasn't just at D tackle. He was at D end. He was standing up. He was doing some outside linebacker, and I was just like, so you still showing off your versatility.
I was going to say, do we want to see that?
No, but think about it like this. Don't think of it as a negative
you don't
in the
think
sense
it's stunting
of
his growth?
So that was my initial thought, right? Because I've always been anti it since his first year. But watching how he maneuvered from standing up to 3-point D end to D tackle, and him making plays in all of those phases today, and looking smooth in all those phases, and looking like he knew, and it wasn't I'm reacting, I'm anticipating. That's the part where I'm like, if you're going to take that step, that's going to change all of this up here in the front, bro. Because the size and athleticism still has not changed.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't he like the number one recruit coming out of high school?
Listen, the size and athleticism still has not changed with him, bro. He is all that type of stuff that you talking about. Yes. You watch it, you're like, yeah, bro. That's big athlete, man. Like, you're nimble with size and power. Yeah. But my whole issue was, I felt like his growth was stunted. I felt like he wasn't as consistent. But you see him, he's been in the lab. That's what he was grinding his face off, bro. That's what he went with it, grinding his face off. He's been in the lab, bro.
Good. Yeah, he was one of our players to watch for.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever we were talking about some of these guys a couple months ago, just like, all right, it's either put up or shut up.
Mm-hmm. But he's definitely looking like he's, fighting back. So I like that part, man. But the athleticism, the short area quickness, the burst, the ability to, like I said, man, play outside, stand up, bump inside, D tackle, hand in the ground. Yeah, he ain't missing beat, man. So like I said, that was definitely impressive, man.
Good.
Yeah. Connor Hayward, bro. Connor's the one, man.
Yeah, I've seen his name too.
Dude.
Catching some passes.
Dude. The Swiss Army knife, I feel like he's perfect for what Arthur Smith is doing. And he's like, it's weird, man. It's like this who's check type vibe in terms of how they're using him, man. And he's like, yo, what he routing people? He blocking people? He's like, yo, you doing everything, bro? Like, he caught multiple passes today. He caught one that was fire. I'm like, oh, all right. I didn't think you had that. But, like, that's one of the ones, too, where we've already seen him make plays before in the past. We've seen him, line up in the slot, catch a vertical. We've seen him on the backfield. We've seen him do that type of stuff. But he looks like he's really finding a home in the Arthur Smith system, especially, like I said, man, as a receiver out of this thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But the way they're utilizing the 3 tight end set right now, man, like all 3 of those dudes, man, Darnell looked impressive out there. He still is crazy in terms of the size differential between him and, like, the rest of the team. You're like, bro, how all y'all here? Like, you just still stand out. Like, yeah. But he's looking good, man. He's moving well. I want to see, I guess I didn't get a chance to see him in pads. So hopefully, actually, when we go back out there on Sunday, man, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully it'll be in pads then, man, so we can see a bit of that thigh out.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
I should be making an appearance at training camp.
Heck yeah, bro. Man, when the last time you been out there, bro?
Wow.
Jeez, yeah, man. We got to get you back out there, man. We out there on Sunday then, baby.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I'm going back and forth on what I should wear, but I guess you guys will see on Sunday.
It's a surprise. Dun, dun, dun. I love it.
Tito, good vibes. Gifted a most membership to Lagunas.
Shout out to Tito with the good vibes and Lagunas. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And shout out to Tito Good Vibes, man. Him and his wife, they celebrated their, I feel like I'm about to butcher the number. I want to say it was their 9th anniversary or their 13th anniversary. It was one or the other. But, yeah, they had that on Monday, if I remember correctly. So I think I like the picture, bro. So shout out to you and your wifey, man. Like what y'all be doing over there. 9th. I knew I should have believed it when I said it the first time. Yeah, their 9th anniversary, man. So shout out to them, man. Shout out to Love, man. I'm always team Love, always team date your wife, man. I like how you doing it with your lady, man. So salute you on that, baby. Let's go.
All right, what do we got now?
All right, so actually, I think, let me check. I'm gonna just hit the little arrow. We're talking cornerbacks. I think that's what we're talking. All right, y'all hit that like button one time for the culture. Don't forget to subscribe either if you are new to the channel, man. As y'all can see, we like to have a lot of fun over here. All right, but yes, it was the ESPN article, if I remember correctly. Yes, here we go. Now I got it. ESPN, shout out to Jeremy Fowler, but it was the top 10 cornerbacks heading into the 2024 season, and this is the list that is compiled by execs, coaches, and scouts in the NFL. And yeah, so I figured we'll react to this thing, man. But the number 1 rated corner was Pat Surtain the second. Shout out to Pat Surtain. At number 2, they went with Denzel Ward.
Too high.
Cleveland Browns.
Way too high.
At number 3, Sauce Gardner. New York Jets. At number 4, L'Jarius Sneed. Tennessee Titans. At number 5, Jalen Ramsey. At number 6, Trent McDuffie. Number 7, Jair Alexander. Number 8, Jalen Johnson with the Chicago Bears. Number 9, Devin Witherspoon, Seattle Seahawks. Number 10, Derek Stingley Jr. with the Houston Texans. Honorable mentions: Marlon Humphrey, Trayvon Diggs, A.J. Terrell, Charvarius Ward, Christian Gonzalez, and Marshawn Lattimore. Also receiving votes, though. Maybe not honorable mention, but also receiving votes: Deron Bland, Reek Woolen.
Yeah, you gotta have Deron Bland in there after last season. I don't think he's that good, but 5 pick sixes,
come on, bro.
He's got to be thrown in there somewhere.
J.C. Horn with the Carolina Panthers. DJ Reed with the Jets. Darius Slay with the Eagles. Jack Jones with the Raiders. Joey Porter Jr. with the Steelers. And then Martin Emerson Jr. with the Browns. All right, so how you feeling about this top 10 list?
A lot of good corners. But, man, I'll tell you what. I wasn't expecting to come in here and try to, like, defend JPJ and get him into that top 10. But after seeing some of the names they got in there, it's like, why not? And that's where I'm at with JPJ for this year, though. I don't think he's that far off from being, like, solidly in that top 10 or even potentially being a top 5 corner. You just got to keep up with what you were doing last year. But, man, I mean, what they have, Devin Witherspoon at 9? Like, he's good. It's not a shot at him or anything, but maybe it's because I get to see JPJ game in and game out. But, like, he locked down the best receiver every week last year. The only hiccups with him were just the random penalties here and there. I mean, it'd be maybe one a game. But whoever it was DeAndre Hopkins, Devontae Adams, and this was whenever he wasn't playing as much early on in the season, but went up against Devontae Adams for some snaps, and Devontae only got a slant on him. But all those guys, even like towards the end of the season, going up against all those number ones, who was it out in with LA, right? Wasn't he
Puka?
falling?
Yeah.
I don't remember him doing anything. Like, JP, he had a really good season, man. And I mean, you could look at all the stats, you could look at all the chart, all the things that point positively in the direction for JPJ being in the top 10. Like, they're all out there. Like, they really are. It's just, I guess he's not getting that recognition around the league from the execs and all that I think he deserves. Like, I mean, if you got like Marlon Humphrey up there, like even in the top of the honorable mentions, come on, I can at least accept that.
Yeah.
But to get him in the others receiving votes, like that, we're talking in the 20s, right? That's way too low. Way too low.
Because this is why I
look
at
it. 10?
Well, because this is, I was going to say, before we even get to the 10 of the honorable mentions, Marshawn Lattimore, Christian Gonzalez, Charvarius Ward, A.J. Terrell, Trayvon Diggs, Marlon Humphrey. I think the big argument would potentially be Christian Gonzalez, but I think if they're just trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but if they're trying to do the benefit of the doubt, then the argument is he started week 1 and he was playing man-to-man up until he got hurt.
And he was playing good.
Whereas JPJ did not start, but by the time he did get his opportunities, then he did produce. So it's kind of like, what's the difference between you doing it at the beginning of the year, but for half a year, and you doing it at the end of the year, but for half a year? That's how I look at those two.
Yeah, that's wild to me. No. It is what it is. I mean, a lot of these lists are jokes.
I mean, I don't hate the list, though. Like I said, because all of these dudes are legit.
They got Denzel Ward too high.
I know you don't like Denzel because he plays in Cleveland. Let's see what
No,
let's see what the people say about him.
He's too high.
So they said
he deserves to be in the top 10, but I think 2 is way too high.
I'm just reading what they say about him. His highest ranking in terms of votes received was a 1.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but at the same time, going off what you said, his lowest ranking was a 10. Last year he was ranked 9th. So said Ward makes the biggest jump in the rankings in what feels like a long overdue reaction. Part of what held him back is durability, as he missed at least a few games every year. But not many receivers are smoother. He missed that. Not many corners, what he meant to say, are smoother. 63 targets. Ward allowed 31 receptions for 290 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 2 picks, along with a 17.5% ball hawk rate. The percentage of targets where the nearest defender made a play on the football, either passed or intercepted. All right, shout out to the next gen stats on that one. That's a Cleveland stat for you. All right. Then he says he's fast, fluid, with upper tier coverage skills and high football IQ. An NFL personnel evaluator said he can create ball production in man or zone, but can match up against just about any number one due to his size and speed. And he has the elite movement skills to cover in the slot when asked. Over 6 seasons, Ward has 15 picks, 99 PBUs, and 3 Pro Bowls. I always had 3 Pro Bowls, damn. All right. Cleveland's top 5 defense breakthrough under coordinator Jim Schwartz has enhanced the profile of Ward and others on that defense. I was surprised they had him rated in front of Sauce. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I thought Sauce would be number 1, actually.
Yeah, what they saying about Sauce? So they said with Sauce, they say he's a polarizing figure. Yeah. So this is what they said. It was like, who else with his length and size can cover like him? And then another exec says, one of the most overrated players in the league. You could call holding on him every play. Fair enough. Okay.
He's a physical corner.
Yeah. Yeah. Then they talk about how teams aren't really throwing at him, and that's part of also why he's such a lockdown corner. But then you also bring up the holding stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think Denzel's just a little too high.
How'd you feel about Witherspoon?
I think that's my point. I mean, if he's in there, like JP should be talked about like bottom top 10 or 11, 12, or 13, something like that.
I mean, because technically they gave him votes. He got votes, but are enough teams giving him those votes? And I think that's I think that's a little bit different. Like enough people acknowledged him to where he was receiving votes.
He's even on the bottom of the
right. You see what I'm saying? But enough people. But it's like you look at how many other DBs are on Darius Slay. Darius Slay is still getting votes, but Darius Slay, you also have legacy with him.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's slipping a little bit recently.
Right, but he's all the way down and just receiving votes. You said DeRon Bland last year what he did, and he's just in receiving votes. He not honorable mention, just receiving votes.
Well,
so that's what we say.
They know the DeRon Bland season was an outlier.
True, but we only have 1 season from JPJ though. So that's why I'm like, I get the receiving votes. It's like, yo, I think it's respect though.
But to get Christian Gonzalez up there ahead of him and Devin Witherspoon, I mean, maybe pick your poison or have your certain preference on some of these guys.
Let me see what they said. With Christian Gonzalez, they said before his season came to an early end due to a shoulder injury, Gonzalez impressed with 1 interception, 2 pass breakups, and 1 quarterback hit in 4 games. Oh, he ain't play that much. I'd have him really high had he not gotten hurt last year. He's a stud, an AFC executive said. And then in terms of Witherspoon, they said Witherspoon wasted little time becoming a top player in the competitive NFC West. Seattle deployed him in a variety of ways, from instinctive cover man, 16 pass deflections, to effective blitzer, 3 sacks, 8 tackles for loss. Fair. All right, Witherspoon is a baller, an AFC scout said. He's the most physical corner in the NFL, and he's hyper competitive. Witherspoon's play earned him a Pro Bowl nod and a 4th place finish in the Defensive Rookie of the Year race.
Yeah, where was JP? I think, wasn't he 5th or something? He was in the mix.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. He should be in the mix.
Yeah. Respect.
For bottom top 10 or top of the honorable mentions.
Yeah.
11, 12, 13, whatever.
Think he puts it together again this year?
Yeah, that's
think he's
fine.
on his list.
I know what I see
problem.
from JP. Yeah. I think he is in that range already. It's just now you gotta do it again this year if you want to get
Yeah.
into the elites.
Because the rest of these dudes
Step
have
it
just
up a
done it
little
multiple
bit.
times.
Yeah, maybe get rid of the holding call. Maybe give us some splash plays. But if you at least keep locking down the other team's top receiver, you're top 10.
Yeah.
If you could do that on a week in and week out basis.
Because, like, Marshawn Lattimore, we know who Marshawn Lattimore is. You're not going to talk the Saints without talking about him defensively. And he's been doing this thing for a while. We talk about Charvarius Ward. It's like he's been doing this thing for a while. A.J. Terrell, 4 seasons. Half of it has been dope. Half of it has been a little bit rocky. But it's like Trayvon Diggs, Marlon Humphrey, just more experience of it, more exposure. But we've also seen more negative from those dudes also. So, like I said, it kind of goes hand in hand. But with JPJ, we're going to get a chance to see a lot more of him this year. So, he responds the right way, man. He going to jump up this list with no problem.
Got a couple supers that just rolled in.
I hit that like button one time for the culture. And don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel, baby. Shout out to y'all. We appreciate y'all being with us.
931 asks, who looks like Tuitt? My wife rudely interrupted.
Shout out to your wife, man. You know, it's okay. It's never a rude interruption when it's wifey, all right? Wifey has the green light. She always gets to interrupt, all right? Unless the podcast is going on, so I dig you. But no, man, I was referring to DeMarvin Leal, man, more so because of just their body types in the sense of big athletes. Dudes are 300-pound men, pretty much, you know what I mean? But tall, and you watch them laterally, their short area quickness, and more so just their hips, how fluid they are when they're turning the corner, reaching with the offhand, trying to get sacks, right? Getting off of blocks and stuff like that. Typically, most of the bigger guys that are built like a DeMarvin Leal, built like a Tuitt, aren't fluid in their hips. They're more straight ahead players versus I can go side to side and dance with you. And that's the big reason, you know, when you're watching DeMarvin and seeing some of the stuff he was doing out there today at practice, it was very much reminiscent of how Tuitt would move up and down the line of scrimmage, except I personally never got a chance to see Tuitt stand up. DeMarvin was out there standing up at times, and it's like, whoa. You still, you know, you trying to sauce up a tackle right here. You not even like double. You ain't even thinking about it. Like you for real, like confident with it. That's the reason why I was like, yeah, that's the Tuitt comparison, man.
Wade Keith, what's good, Moats and Deke? I'm pulling up to training camp this Saturday. Do you think they will be hitting since it's after Friday Night Lights?
I'm back and forth. OG Coach Tomlin, the answer is yes. New age Coach Tomlin, I don't know. I could see him taking them boys and putting them in the shirts and shorts and saying, hey, man, y'all just killed each other on Friday Night Lights. That's the big scrimmage day. That's the big, you know, let's get after it day. Saturday is supposed to be the, let's, you know, it sucks, but we're not killing you. And then, you know, you hitting on Sunday. That's typically the way I look at it. But OG Coach Time will have boys in pads every single day up until next Tuesday. So I don't know.
I don't think he literally can now.
When I try to tell you,
isn't there something about like 2 or 3 days in a row you can't do the pads?
When I'm trying to explain to you that Coach Tomlin finds ways to finesse that rule for a fact, he knows how to finesse it. But I do feel like this is the more mature way of Coach Tomlin and how he's like, yo, I don't have to kill you per se to get what I need to see from you. And hopefully that stays that way. Good, if it stays that way, then yeah, they probably want to be out there hitting on Saturday. But if, you know, Coach T is on his Coach T, or let it not be physical enough on Friday, he'll have them in pass on Saturday. Yeah.
Justin Watson, I hate these ultra subjective analytic categories.
Facts, bro. You know they're going to hit you with a, yo, this is his pass rush win rate. This is his would-be catch get open rate. This is his, if it was open quarter inch, he would have thrown it completion rate, but when aided by approximately divided by 0.2%, you be like, bro, I don't need all that, bro. Is he good or is he not good? So, yeah, respect on that. Respect.
We get into the next
topic. Heck yeah, baby. Heck yeah. And you know we got to talk about this next one. Now, we're not about to argue today, Deke. All right?
We can.
We're not arguing today, Deke. I'm not arguing with you today.
I'm fine with it.
No, I don't want to argue. We're not arguing today, bro. It's going to be a happy day. We're going to happily talk about our top 10 receivers.
We'll see if our lists warrant an argument or not.
We're going to happily talk about our top 10 receivers. Why don't we
just let it play out?
And everything is going to be fine, okay? I'm just letting you know. Yeah.
This list was pretty easy for me, actually.
I thought the same for myself, man. I literally did, and I was like, you know what? I ain't tripping on this. I can move with this. Yeah. Not going with this, man. All right, so let's talk about him then, man. D, go ahead, drop your list, man, and include all 10. Don't give me that nonsense
I have
anymore,
10.
bro.
I actually put numbers next to
Good.
the players to make sure I got
Good.
10 players.
I'm happy to hear that. I'm gonna count on my fingers to make sure we got you right, man.
At 10, Pickens. He gets the Jalen Warren treatment.
All right,
I
let's
wasn't
go.
going to have a top 10 list without Pickens. And, I mean, I actually think you can have him on there because he had a top 10 type of season last year. Pro Bowl type of season. 1,100 yards. What was it, 5 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns?
Mm-hmm.
But he got those numbers with some up and down quarterback play, to say the least. Whenever we got a steadying force under center there for the last 3 games. I can't believe I'm saying this. Steadying force back there. Those last 3 games, and a Mason Rudolph. You see what Pickens is capable of.
Quarterback play matters. What he's saying.
And that's elite receiver.
Quarterback says what he's.
But
quarterback play matters. What he's saying, man.
even with that being said, the season as a whole, he had 1,100 yards. And
So you telling me that GP got sabotaged from the Pro Bowl because of Kenny Pickett?
No, Matt Canada.
Matt Canada ain't never thrown no pass.
Kenny was getting it to Pickens in that Cincy game that Canada was fired, or Canada was absent from the first game that.
I'm talking about the all the other games where he was out there with him. He just throw it up to him. He's always open, and he showed that he was always open. He showed that.
Pickens had a wide open touchdown that he didn't toe tap on, so that could have helped his stats.
Okay, all right.
That was one.
Okay.
Did Kenny sabotage Pickens? Nah, I think it was more just Matt Canada being there.
Oh man, because I just never seen Matt Canada have to throw anything.
Pickett could have been better, but
and they told me worst case, and I was told worst case he's always open. Just throw it to him.
And which is crazy though. Your offensive coordinator is not helping the situation. It's literally your job to help.
He literally said worst
right
case.
spot.
He said I'm always open. Just throw it to me though. He literally said I'm always open. Just throw it to me. And when did he not show that even when he looked covered, he's still open?
He's a good receiver. That's why I got him in my top 10. He's in my top 10. I think he's got the potential to even be higher. But yeah, Pickens at 10. 9.
All right.
I went back and forth on this one.
Uh-oh.
I'm going Garrett Wilson.
Okay, shout out to Garrett. Yeah.
I was going to throw Ayuk in there, but
okay.
I think Garrett Wilson getting 1,000 yards with these dismal Jet offenses and dismal Jet quarterback play says something. So I expect with Aaron Rodgers being there, he's going to elevate his play even more. Like, he's good. Really, really good. I was, back and forth between him and Ayuk. I think if you ask me, who do I want? If I'm a team, blank slate, I think I would take Garrett Wilson over Brandon Ayuk. So that's why I'm going with Garrett Wilson. But, Ayuk's in the conversation here for, like, 9th or 10th, 11th or 12th. I'd put him in honorable mention. How about that? At 8, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. You balled out, bro.
7, Cooper Kupp.
Shout out to Coop.
6, A.J. Brown.
Shout out to A.J. Brown.
5, C.D. Lamb.
C.D.
4, Devontae Adams.
Shout out to Devontae.
3, Jamar Chase. 2, Tyreek Hill. And 1, Justin Jefferson.
Respect.
It's a pretty easy list. Kupp would be higher if he's been more available because he had the Triple Crown, 3 years ago? Had like 1,900 yards. Just went crazy. But, I think it just fell in place for me, really.
Okay.
It was a pretty easy list, just going from 1 to 10.
Okay. I like it, baby. I like it. All right. I got some honorable mentions, man. I'm going to start my honorable mentions first, man. All right. Shout out to Brandon Ayuk, grinding his face off.
I got to give Mike Evans an honorable mention.
Does he? I'm about to say,
He has, like, how many 1,000-yard seasons in a row?
I mean, you don't care about his 1,000-yard season. You only care about GP. That's why GP made your 10 and Mike Evans didn't. So it's all good. I ain't tripping on it, man. But shout out to Mike Evans. He's an honorable mention, man. He been grinding his face off. Shout out to Cooper Kupp, grinding his face off. Jalen Waddle, shout out to him, grinding his face off. Shout out to GP, George Pickens, grinding his face off. And Devonta Smith, grinding his face off, man. So those are all my honorable mentions, man. Guys that I wanted to put up there at 10. I was flirting with the idea. But I could not go ahead of these guys here. At 10, I got DK Metcalf. It's DK Metcalf. I simply said to myself, if I could have this receiver on my team, would he be my number 1 receiver? And that's kind of how I went down my list. So, DK, he's my number 1. So, he's at 10. Then at number 9, I've actually had this guy as my number 1 receiver for a while. He's no longer there, so that's why he's no longer in my top 5. Stephon Diggs. Shout out to Diggs, though, baby. All right. It's penalty, man. You know how that go, bro. He ain't rocking the right colors no more, man. All right, at number 8. I know I don't like the team he plays for, but I liked his previous employer. And he's still been consistent even with every quarterback that they've thrown out there with him. Talking about Amari Cooper, obviously, Cleveland Browns. They got him at number 8. At number 7, A.J. Brown. It's A.J. Brown, man. That's like DK Metcalf, but better. All right. At 6, C.D. Lamb. At 5, Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's nice. Even though I still don't want to believe it, I believe it. He's nice. All right. I can't deny it. He is nice. At number 4, I went with Jamar Chase. Excuse me on that one. Then at 3, Devontae Adams. 2, Tyreek. And then at number 1, Justin Jefferson. I think our only differences is 10. And you have Cooper. I have
You don't have
Diggs.
Cooper Kupp at all, right?
Yeah, I got Diggs.
Anything.
Do you have I have Cooper as an honorable mention.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you have Amari Cooper? Did he make your list?
No.
Yeah, so your end receivers you said GP
and Garrett Wilson.
and Garrett
My last
Wilson
And Kupp.
and Cup. Those are
Yeah,
your
Kupp.
3. That's the 3. And
I
I
have
have
Amon-Ra a little lower than you.
and I got Amari Cooper, Diggs, and DK. That's the difference. Yeah. You have Amon-Ra at 7 or 8. You had him at 8. I had him at 5. Mine was more the recency because of what he just did, and then he got paid.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right,
it's tough to argue. He's up there.
Trust me,
really
I didn't want to put him up. I told you I've been dragging my feet with him, but
No, he's really
can't.
good.
Yeah, you got to respect that.
I just, I don't know. Maybe he needs to do it for another season or 2.
I would agree.
Like after last season with the 1,500 yards, like let's see what he looks like with even more attention to him.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what I'm thinking. Like a bunch of the guys ahead of him, it's like these guys are number 1 studs and have been number 1 studs for multiple seasons. Now, Amon-Ra, he's been
1,500.
He's been solid.
Is 15. Like,
Even for the other seasons outside of last year, I'll give him that. But like, all right, let's just keep doing it. Keep doing it. That's all. You'll move up the list. Let a couple of these guys that I have ahead of you have a slip-up season or get injured. Like you'll find your way in the top 5. Like you're there. You're on the cusp.
Yeah.
It's not a shot at him, but like I got A.J. Brown, C.D. Lamb, Devontae Adams, Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, and Justin Jefferson above him.
Yeah.
And Cooper Kupp. Like that's not a shot at him.
So for me, what's the Cooper for you? Because I didn't like that he's been hurt.
That's really it. But when he's out
thing.
there, he's still good.
Yeah.
He's still balling. He's putting up top tier numbers.
Is he gonna be the number 1 still with Puka?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's Matt Stafford and Kupp. Like that's a thing.
Okay.
That's definitely a thing.
Puka anything?
No, he is.
It's like a Puka thing too.
He's really good. He's good too, but same thing. I mean, do it again. The Kupp won the Triple Crown, and
This is true. And the Super Bowl.
did he win the MVP? Was it him or Aaron? I can't. Stafford didn't get it. I thought Stafford should have got it. I think it was
Kupp.
So
Yeah,
Kupp
it
won
was
a-
Kupp.
like-
Yeah, good call.
Yeah,
Was
so those
Kupp.
are all the reasons
Yeah.
I'm going to give Kupp the edge over someone like Amon-Ra.
Yeah, respect.
But you got Brown just putting up ridiculous numbers these last 2 years. CD
Yeah.
Lamb, like all these guys. All the guys ahead of
CD's
Kupp
been
have
going
just
crazy.
been
Yeah.
going too crazy
CD's
for
been
me
going crazy.
to put them below Kupp because, Kupp the last 2 years has been a little banged up, and further we get removed from the Super Bowl, I can't be relying on that the whole time. But he deserves to be in the top 10, in my opinion.
And I'm with you on all of that. I think my hesitancy with Kupp is I do think that Puka is gonna continue to like be Puka, and I think that takes away from Kupp. It's Juju AB ish, but I still feel different because I got a chance to see Puka like by himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Without it being Kupp the whole time, whereas we never saw Juju without AB until it was too late, and then it was like, oh man, this isn't what we thought it was statistically. I think with Puka, it is what it is statistically. I think that does match up, and that's why I'm just like, yo, I don't know if Kupp still is that main person out there with the way that Puka, played last year.
Yeah, I guess we got the tops flipped a little bit. I was surprised you had Chase at 4. That's your guy too.
No. That's why I have him at 4. And he had a down year in my eyes. He's been
I
down,
thought
but it's
you'd
because of
maybe have him
Burrow.
at two
No,
or
it's because
three.
of Burrow, man. Once Burrow gets back healthy, then he'll be right back because I know the numbers going to get back stupid. Tyreek is the outlier for me. I used to have Tyreek below Jefferson and Devontae. Devontae, he's been the guy since he was in Green Bay to me. It's just right now he dealing with the quarterback situations. So that's why he's a little bit lower. Tyreek has been going stupid since joining Miami and Tua. So that's the reason why he shot up my list because I used to look at Tyreek like, bro, you're just a very fast guy, but you're not a very skilled receiver. You just catch it, and if a guy, blowing coverage or you catch the split, you're just fast enough to go. But
Yeah, I got
watching
him
him
at
in
2 as
Miami, yeah, it's like, bro, I don't care what we're saying. The dude is showing that he can produce, and he's standing alone doing it without the Mahomes, you know what I mean, and the Travis Kelce. Because we like Jalen Waddle, but I don't think we look at Jalen Waddle as, yeah, he's top 5. Statistically, he ended there, but I don't think we look at him and say, yeah,
No.
take Tyreek
He's
out. Jalen
overrated.
Waddle could do that. No, it's like, yo, that's a high end number 2. You're killing it as Robin right now, man. So, like I said, that's my thing. But with Chase, I need to see him back with Burrow because that's when he gets to really be magical. So,
CD Lamb, I've been hesitant to have on lists like this in the past, but it's undeniable now at this point. He's really good.
shout out to CD, bro. Yeah, shout out to CD,
He's
man.
been pretty inconsistent at times, some drops. But you just look at the numbers, it's crazy.
CD make you mad though at times, bro. Cause CD make you feel like, yo, this about to be that dude, and then he'd be like, all right, now CD, you tripping today, bro. Yeah, that's why he's not higher on my list.
Where do you got him?
6.
I'm at 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1,700 yards last year, 12 touchdowns, 135 receptions.
Numbers like that, you should be 3. Should be 2. Dang near 1.
2 years ago, 1,300 yards, 9 touchdowns, 107 receptions.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, I think that's 1,000 yards every year for 4 years. Is that what it is? 935 is rookie year, but then 1,100 is second year.
Offset.
Yeah, it has 5,100 yards over 4 years.
Yeah.
So I guess that he's averaging like 12 or 1,300 yards a year pretty much.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, that gets you in the top 5. Congratulations.
And there's a reason why both him and Dak have played well together. They both complement each other really well. Dak is good enough to make him look really good. And he's, good enough to make Dak look really good. Back forth. That's the part where I'm like, Jamar Chase, you got to get back to your guy, man. You got to get your Burrow back, and now you can get back. If Devontae Adams can get him a quarterback to do that, he can get right back up there too. But it matters. Both of them, we see quarterback needs that receiver needs that quarterback, man.
I was going to say, let's trade for Devontae Adams. But the way you're talking about this offense, I don't think we need it.
I would agree. Honestly, if we're going to play it like what I've been seeing, then I don't think we're going to need to worry about it. But this is still largely based on GP.
We want Roman Wilson healthy, though.
Yes, of course, that part. And chill on the jet suits with Roman. Yeah. You know what? Who else was making some plays, though, when you brought up Roman?
He's going to be back for week 1, they're saying. But that stunts his growth in training camp.
Which is what you need, especially for rookies. But what I was gonna say, man, somebody who flashed a little bit more since Roman obviously isn't out there, Scotty Miller, bro. I know it's his birthday today
he's
too.
Making the team.
Scotty Miller looked good out there, bro. Scotty took the top off the defense a couple times. You low key will forget Scotty can run, bro. Scotty was putting people on hamstring alert low key. Like, oh, Scotty.
And he does special teams.
Yes, this is also true.
So I think he's got a better chance of making it over like a Quez Watkins.
I see what you're going.
We cut Marquez Callaway.
No, yeah, I saw it, yeah.
So that final spot might come down to Quez or Scotty. Maybe they both make it, because I think if they both make it, it'd be 6. You have Pickens, Van, Calvin, Roman, Scotty, and Quez.
Yeah.
Unless we bring in another guy.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think.
Unless you think like a Des Fitzpatrick would make it, or I don't even know who else we got after that.
Yeah, saying Deuce Watts, Jeray Jenkins, Tariq Black.
I was going to say we just picked up a dude, Tariq Black.
And then Jacob Copeland. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with them.
So, yeah, if we don't make a move, the receiver room could be kind of set like that.
Yeah. Like I said, Van looked good. But Scotty, the speed was more so what I saw with Scotty. Not necessarily a ton of like production, but it was just like the way that the defense would have to react to how he was out there. That's the part where it's like, all right, that could work. in spurts. Like, we can utilize the rest of, the Scotties, the Calvins, the Quez, like, however we want to play that. The Romans, like, we can rock and make that work as long as GP is real life GP. It's looking like it's real life. He still got some stuff he's cleaning up, but he looked like...
And he's taking on a new leadership
He
role,
looks
too.
the part. He's looking the part, man.
The first report that came out was him and the new receivers coach got into it a little bit.
Hey, man, sometimes you got to talk about it.
I agree. Yeah. I'm completely fine with it.
Sometimes you got to talk about it. It happens.
What do you expect? You got a passionate player. You got a new coach in here who's pretty tough on his players. Yeah, there's going to be some friction.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with
and
that.
you haven't earned anything.
But then, like, what I'd like to see was, like, the reports in the following days after that, you had Pickens actually respond to it and said, like, I like him. Like, I think he's a hard coach. Kirby Smart was like that in Georgia. I had no problems with it. And then Calvin Austin was saying, like, Pickens is showing more maturity, showing some leadership. So I think things are looking up for Pickens here.
Yeah, I'm with you on all that, man. And that's the one thing that we're going to need from him. If we don't bring in any outside help for that room, it is going to all fall on his shoulders in the sense of him having to be Batman. Like, he has to be the guy every time. Otherwise, it changes how you're going to play this offense. If a guy can guard GP one-on-one, now we don't have the advantage in the numbers in the box for the run game. And that's the whole thing that they trying to get done. Force you to do this because we know we can run the ball. We're going to be able to run that ball. They know that. But if he can't consistently beat the one-on-one on the backside, then now we're going to lose that number because they're not going to stay too high to help out over here or shade that safety over there to help them. They're going to bring that down into that box. And now, like I said, it's just the numbers game. We still have success, but we even saw, at times when Deontay had went down and GP wasn't playing the most consistent brand of football, along with the offense as a whole, we did look limited. It was like, man, we don't have a lot of options when we're trying to throw this football, and we're facing a lot of heavy boxes trying to run this thing. And that's the downside to the 13 personnel big body groupings if that guy doesn't do it every single time or at a very high clip.
Right.
Yeah. Like I said, there's pros and cons to it, man.
Correct me if I'm wrong on this, though. I'm just thinking off the top of the dome right now. We're trading for a receiver, especially one of these big name guys. You think it would mess up with the vibes we got right now on offense? I feel like
in a way, yeah.
Am I wrong? There's a vibe right now of like we got all these dudes that are for the most part like quality players, not viewed upon like very highly, that are like coming together, and this is like their big prove it year for a lot of these dudes on offense. Almost outcasts. It's like all right, we're coming together. Like it's us against the world, and even the offensive coordinator in a way, Arthur Smith, he got fired from the Falcons. Like
very true.
Yeah, we got a. I don't know what it is. It just seems like there's a. I can't explain it, but us against the world mentality, at least with this offense, like
back against
we can do
we're
this.
gonna prove this. Yeah,
we can do this. A lot of people
while
don't
y'all
believe
are
in us at
zigging,
all.
we're zagging, and it's gonna work.
Yeah, and we'll do it this way, like the certain personnel groupings that you were talking about earlier.
Because like I said, that's very different than what we're typically seeing in today's NFL. It's usually the opposite: 11 personnel, 12 personnel sprinkled in there. Meaning, is at best case one tight end on the field, right? Think Travis Kelce, and then the rest are wide receivers, one running back. We're playing, or at least from what I've been seeing, it's more of 2 tight ends, 3 tight ends, running back, single receiver. But that single receiver is the guy. Whenever we trying to win, they can't guard you one-on-one. And when they try to, stay too high to help out, now they can't stop this run. If you try to heat me up, all right, we live with that. We'll play and react off of that. But that's the name of how they're trying to do it. And then they're going to make your big body guys have to cover our big body athletes. And that's what we broke down earlier in the show. So, like I said, man, I think all of those things, man, bode well, and that's why we don't.
We brought in Devontae Adams. Could it mess up, or Deke, could it mess up the camaraderie a little bit?
Like, I could see what you're saying, and that is something I would be a little bit worried about. At the same time, I also think if you bring one of those guys in, you still are going to have this 12 and 13 personnel identity. I just think instead of it being more 13, meaning that third tight end, I think we get more of that 12 personnel with just the 2 tight ends. And now you get a little bit more of the 2 stud receivers. and you're just saying because of the personnel, that's why we'll shift to that versus us trying to do that right now. And we're looking at Van Jefferson or Calvin Austin or Quez Watkins or Scotty Miller or Roman Wilson and saying you need to consistently be a guy that can win. That's the part for me where I just get a little bit uneasy about it. But if you playing 13 personnel, now I don't have to worry about you beating that number 2 corner. I'm worried about can that linebacker, and this outside linebacker, can they move Connor Hayward and Darnell Washington? Can move Connor Hayward and Darnell Washington beat those guys in the run game in terms of blocking them? Because if they can, now I got Jalen on the safety one-on-one. Or I got Najee on the safety one-on-one. Can he tackle Najee? Like, that's what they're trying to get done from what I'm seeing. That's what I like about it. But that's how they simplify it to that. But if this can't win in terms of that receiver on the backside, you're not worried about having to help over there. But if GP is, every time you throw it up there to him, he thinking something happened, bro, you can't worry about stopping that run. It's the whole Miami Dolphins approach again. Hey, bro, you better stay too high, because if not, which receiver you want to cook you today, man? Which corner you leaving on the island? Good luck.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I think a top receiver would obviously help.
Yeah.
But I do think there is something to be said for, like, team chemistry. And if you're bringing in Ayuk off all this nonsense that's going on over in San Fran, he coming in, like, thinking he's the number one, he's going to run shit. It's like, that's not the vibe I'm getting with this team right now. And that's specifically this offense. It seems like everyone's all in.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe part of it has to do with them standing up and fighting and stuff yesterday, but I don't know, the way Russ is talking, the way he feels, it's just the way everyone's talking and just the positive vibes and people are working hard and grinding their face off and stuff.
Grinding their face off.
It seems like we could if we get these formations right and have an identity and know what we're doing, which it seems like we are with Arthur Smith at the helm. We can make this work.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I can see
we got talent, we got speed. It's just like everyone's got to put their hand in the plow and make it work somehow.
Yeah, because I do feel like based off what we have, if it's going to be ran this way, it can definitely work. And they'll win a lot of games. We are going to have to
maybe rely on all 4 or 5 receivers.
But that's the difference, though. And that's why I'm saying, like, that
a Connor
the
Hayward,
others, we're going to utilize.
Michael Pruitt at the fullback, maybe.
All the others, Cordell Patterson also.
And like Russ made that work a ton in Seattle. Like I said, there's a bunch of
You following it, bro.
Right? It's the same
You're
formula.
following
it's
it.
A very similar formula.
You're definitely seeing it. So that's the part for me where that's why I want to shout out Arthur Smith, because I'm like, what you're doing with the personnel is beautiful versus us trying to come out here and fight this fight and saying, hey, be the dude, be that number 2 receiver, be the number 2 receiver. Let me see it right now. It's like, nah, we're not going to put that pressure on any one of you guys individually. We'll put it on what we just consider 13 personnel. So now pick and choose how we want to get to that. We feel great about Move every time he's in a matchup. And you watch him out there, anytime he's running routes, he's open. Even when he was guarded perfectly, guess what? He still went and gave me one of them freaky one hand, let me get the one that you don't think I can get to. He gave me one of them today. I was like, yep, that's Move. Yeah. Great coverage, though. Coverage was perfect. I mean, the linebacker was in his hip pocket the whole way. It is just better throw, and he can go get it.
Right, yeah. We've talked about him potentially being our number 2 target. Yeah.
Out of 13 personnel, if a linebacker's having to deal with him for 4 quarters, bro, good luck. You're not guarding that and stopping that as a line. Like, safeties are having issues guarding that consistently, man.
Good.
Yeah. But Connor was the one that made it even more spicy and come alive to me, though. Because I just didn't know that he was going to be as consistently getting open. And it's a lot of middle of the field stuff with him. I'm like, bro, you keep ending up here and you making just beautiful grabs. Like, but yeah.
Are they messing with the formation? Are they actually
They're
like
building
bringing
it.
Connor Hayward
They're building.
inside?
This is what I'm trying to. They're building to it, bro.
Doing audibles and shit.
That's
what I was gonna ask. Like, how does he look blocking?
They were shirts and shorts today, but I will say, just talking to the dudes that I trust, they said that Connor's been a problem blocking people. The physicality is there. They said that in terms of any of the linebackers, he's matching up and hitting any of them. DNs, outside linebackers, he's matching up hitting any of them. Said his safeties on this team that have had issues with him.
Good.
So I trust the person, like I said, I was talking with in terms of how they were saying on him. So that's the part where it's like, yo, if you see it every single day and you in this and is living this, man, like, respect.
I think we only got one more super that rolled in.
All right, respect on that then, man. I like it. I
AJ
like it.
Martinez says nausea. 2-2.
So 2-2, man. 2-2 obviously looks, in terms of eyeball, perfect. Absolutely. And he was definitely out there barking. Wasn't as much reps for him today. I don't know if he's going to get a ton of the Friday Night Light stuff or what. But like I said, I saw more of 30. We also know that 22 is more established and has more wear and tear. So that could be a part of the plan as well with him. But he still looks good. But we just know it's like, man, Najee ain't about to win you nothing in training camp. Put Najee in that week 1 game, man, and hand it to him 30 times down in Atlanta. That's what you want to see with Najee, man.
Actually,
but probably not.
We are playing in Atlanta. He does good down there.
Come on, man. Yeah.
Going back to his Bama days.
That's what
maybe he'll start off hot this season.
That's what about to do. Give it to that man 30 times and let him run. But
he says he likes turf better.
Yeah, probably because he feels faster on turf. Most of the time you feel faster on turf. It's just bad for your like knees and your joints long term. Yeah. But that's the thing. Like I said, I just didn't see a ton of him because just in the set, it wasn't a ton of Mink out there. You know what I mean? Mink was there. He's very much intent, but it's just like certain players on certain days, you could just tell like, yo, they're not working like that today. And that's up top, coach decision. Watching Russ. It's like, yo, Russ isn't out here like that just yet. But you see them have their little moments. But 30 was the one that you see a ton of. But 30 continues to look nice because he's fast and it's explosive and he's catching.
Why he's in my top 10.
And he's running all over the ball. He's running all over the field. He's just like, yep, I love you, 30. You're the best. I get it. Yep. But you can't not see 22. Just remember that. Bad English and all. You can't not see him. All right? He's right there. But 30's, you see. 30 be doing some stuff you just like, man, wow. You put your foot in the ground and just wow. Yeah.
AJ Martinez, closing out the show here with some comments. Says, before I married Michelle, she grinded my pants off.
Whoop.
During marriage, she grinded my wallet off.
Oh, God, I'm nervous. Where are we going with this?
And in divorce, no grinding.
Oh, thank God. I was nervous, Deke. Oh, I was so nervous, bro. Oh, all right. Yeah.
Tom Jade says his chick grinds his ears off.
That's a little rough at times. I understand that. I can understand that. Dang on. Respect, bro.
That was a good way to close out the show, though.
I'm with you with that, bro.
We started talking about grinding faces off and
there
grinding.
We go. Yeah, there we go. Just grind. Bump and grind. All right, bumping and grinding. All right, well, I think that's the vibe, bro. I was looking, I was like, yeah, we was only here for 2, and I was like, oh, bro, we started behind. I ain't tripping. We good. Yeah, man. But you got anything on your end? Are you outside? Are you streaming anywhere? We know you outside. I know you outside on Sunday.
Going to training camp.
No, we're gonna get a Deke appearance at training camp on Sunday. I know we got Dad pulling up. I know that's streaming. A fact.
I don't know, man. I really don't know.
What's going on, Deke? We gotta talk about this, bro. What's going on, man? What's going on, bro?
They say actions speak louder than words.
What's going on, bro? What's going on with you, man?
And I was big talk on, College Football 25 comes out. I'll get the content. Maybe we'll start a dynasty. Obviously, my actions are speaking louder. It is what it is.
Rod Dowell just said you're scared, bro.
Myself. I'm not being hard on myself.
Rod just said you're scared, bro.
I know I'm not scared. It's just
I'm
doing other things with my time.
He said if you're scared, just say you're scared, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm team Deke Ross, man. Scared or not, I still rock with you, bro.
Thanks.
Yeah. And AJ Martinez said you fumble as well. So yeah, you know how that goes.
I don't think I fumbled.
Yeah.
I posted the 2 games that I did play.
This okay.
It's on record. I actually did play College Football 25. I got 2 games up there in one stream.
So who's sabotaging who then? What's the sabotage going on right now?
I don't know.
Are you sabotaging the game or is the game sabotaging you?
No, the game was fine. It's me. Okay. I think it's a me thing.
Okay.
I'm not like head over heels on hopping on.
Eric said that you chasing your lady. You chasing some lady around. That's what Eric said. Shout out to Eric. It was funny because I was like, Eric, wait a minute. Threw me off. But yeah, they said you chasing some lady. You chasing the lady around, man? You outside in these streets, man?
Nah.
D, don't be outside in these streets, D. Don't be outside in these streets, man.
To do with it.
All right. Okay. 100K been talking about you take care of yourself. He's like, yo, Deke looks jacked. He's looking good. That maybe that's what it. Maybe you've been in the gym, bro. That's what it is. I know you've been on your healthy kick. You be eating all them like green colored foods and drinking them smoothies and stuff, huh?
No, I don't do that. I don't do that. Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. Maybe I'm just getting older.
All right, we're just
getting
trying to
older.
figure out what's going on. Hollywood
Gaming isn't as
931.
appealing to me right now.
Hollywood 931 thinks your baby mama got you. Say your baby mama got you in the gym lately, bro.
She don't know.
No, all right. Shout out to Deke's baby moms. All right.
No, me doing healthy things and gym or walking, whatever. That has everything to do with me, not anyone else. That's a me thing. That's me trying to make myself better.
I'm gonna take care of me first, and then I'm gonna take care of her. That what you saying? All right, okay. All right, I see you, Deke Daddy. That what he call him, huh?
I think the motivation's got to come from inside, right?
That's what she said. Yeah. All good, bro. I like it, man. It's a great day.
So yeah, I you know what? I don't know when you're ever gonna see me again playing
No. That boy said, y'all don't know when you're gonna ever see me again, bruh. You gotta chill, man. God.
Take any gaming content as a gift at this point going forward.
All good, bro.
I would like to do a dynasty though.
All good.
I really would like to do a dynasty. So,
in fact, I think somebody invited me to a podcast dynasty when I looked on my last PlayStation request. Was like, "Yo, would you want to join Dynasty?" By the time I seen it, I'm like,
do we got one?
I think I was too many days late.
Did someone start one?
Somebody definitely sent me.
I joined. I guess the thing. I don't know if I want to start one. Maybe if someone else already got one started, I could just join his pit and not even necessarily start. But I'm not saying it has to be started already. But if someone is gonna head it, I'll hop on. Cause I'd rather start week 1. I don't want to be in the middle of the season because I know Pitt's gonna have some losses, probably.
So there you have it. All right. If y'all want to, if y'all got something going on,
it won't be the West Virginia game. Though.
Yeah, but
it'll be like I don't know, some scrub squad, and I don't know. Middle of the season would probably be like 4-3 in the game. I want to start off from a clean slate. I want a chance to go undefeated.
There it is.
And they expanded the playoffs too, so I don't even need to go undefeated.
Oh yeah, very true.
I just need to win
get
the
into
ACC.
the dance, man. Just get into the dance, man.
I just need to win the ACC. All right. Well. Yeah, that's I don't know. When
Hey, all good there, man. All good.
My plans this weekend, I'll be at training camp, and I don't think I'm golfing this weekend. I think this is going to be the first weekend in a while that I'm taking a break.
Okay.
Hang with friends.
Respect.
Maybe get a vid or two out there.
There it is.
In terms of gaming vids or gaming content, I don't know.
All right then.
I don't know.
Respect it. Respect.
All your guys' guesses are as good as mine.
I like it there. Hey man, I'm gonna go with Deke got a hot date. All right, I just like that one the best, so I'm just keep going with that one. But yeah, everybody else, man, y'all keep dropping in whatever y'all think is going on with Deke. All right. But I think we had one final super that came in. It was from the homie AJ Martinez. He says King versus King 22. Oh, King versus King 22 versus 22. He's talking about Derrick Henry versus Najee.
That should be good games.
Definitely should be as well, man. So respect on that, man.
Molat talking some shit recently.
What'd he say? What Molat did say?
Hey, it wasn't like anything terrible, but he was ripping on Patrick Queen's take where Queen said that Pittsburgh's the better city, the better food and stuff.
With Molat 6.
It's like, let's be real. Come on. It ain't.
I love it. Shout out to Molat, man. Shout out to Queen and shout out to Molat, bro.
Just salty he ain't here anymore. He was pissed when he left.
I remember. Shout out to both of them dudes, man. I love it.
We're the better city. We're the better food. If anything, Queen's take should have more weight because Queen was drafted by Baltimore first round. He was there. Yeah, he was there for 4 years. Gets here for like 2 weeks and he's saying Pittsburgh's better. Like you would think he would have some sort of good affinity to Baltimore.
Some type of biasness, maybe. Yeah, definitely, man.
Steps to Pittsburgh. He sees how green the grass is here. He sees it. Whereas I think Molat, he's just salty.
There it is. I like it.
He's salty. He was here for 2 years. Journeyman guy. He just wants to talk shit. Queen speaking the truth. That's coming from the heart.
There it is. We are crazy. Shout out though to them dudes, man. Shout out to all of the guys. Sure say that black and gold.
Wow,
man.
NML finesse is agreeing with Molat.
What'd he say?
He says, I'm from Baltimore. Queen is straight capping.
Ooh.
Come on, bro.
Ooh. All right. Interesting.
I'm assuming that NML Finesse has been up to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
He's a fan.
But he definitely got the 410. That's definitely Baltimore. Yeah. He's not a Baltimore fan though, but he's just in terms of the food.
NML Finesse. You got to be up here. You got to live up here.
Okay.
You got to experience it.
Baltimore do got some fire food. I ain't even gonna hold you on that. Baltimore do got some fire food. But we Pittsburgh, bro. The crab cakes, that's what everybody's gonna talk about. I was about to say they're gonna bring up crab cakes. For a fact they're bringing crab cakes up.
I mean, I like shrimp. I like certain things, but
you see, that's where I feel like I'm biased because I love like seafood. So I'm like, I ain't even in this one.
I do like shrimp. I can't even front. But if you're talking about the crab cake, I do like crab cakes as well, but that's not something I'm ordering that much or eating that much. Give me chicken, give me burgers, give me steaks. That's what I want.
No, there it is. All right, man, but we about to get up out of here because we're not gonna be in here past 7 o'clock. All right, so y'all know the drill, man. Hit that like button one last time on the back end if you have not done so. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the family. But whatever you do, man, y'all stay safe out there this weekend. All right, if you're down there at training camp, man, wait to the homies. All right, and if you see the homie Deke, man, y'all better stop and be like, yo, Deke, we love you. All right. Because otherwise he gonna think I be lying when I be outside. I be like, yo, they be asking for Deke all the time. So yeah, all right. Just throwing that out there. But anyways, man, we appreciate y'all. And until next time, baby.
Peace.